You're late for work. You're late for work. You're late for work.
What is your problem?
I tried to wake you up.
Wake me up like a normal person.
You stay asleep too long.
Stop!
Tried to get you back, but you stayed asleep. You should know.
Hey there, brother. Do you have time to talk about Jesus Christ today? Oh, you're dead? Oh, okay. Well, you have yourself a blessed day.
Okay, you too.
You must.
Stop this money marathon, but they gon' try record. Can't stop this money marathon, but they gon' try record. Can't stop this money marathon, but they gon' try record.
Rewind selector, come down, rewind selector,
Can't stop this money marathon, but they gon' try record. Can't stop this money marathon, but they gon' try record. Can't stop this money marathon, but they gon' try record. I made it like that, I bought it like that, I'm living like that. I made it like that, I bought it like that, I'm living like that. Yeah.
Doctor?
I never brag, how will I keep it? Cause it's the best secret. I rock a vest, prestigious, Cuban link, flooded Jesus. Intellects watching Kathy Lee and Regis. My actions are one with the seasons. A text freezing, executioner. Wintertime I rock a fuck, mega popular, center of attraction. Like that, I put it like that, I'm living like that. I made it like that, I put it like that, I'm living like that. Yeah.
Doctor?
I never brag, how will I keep it? Like that, I put it like that, I'm living like that. I made it like that, I put it like that, I'm living like that.
rewind selector, come down, rewind selector,
Like that, I'm living like that. Yeah.
Doctor?
I never brag, how will I keep it? Cause it's the best secret. I rock a vest, prestigious, Cuban link, flooded Jesus. Intellects watching Kathy Lee and Regis. My actions are one with the seasons. I put it like that, I'm living like that.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I made it like that, I put it like that, I'm living like that. Yeah.
Doctor?
I never brag, how will I keep it? Cause it's the best secret. I rock a vest, prestigious, Cuban link, flooded Jesus. Intellects watching Kathy Lee and Regis. My actions are one with the seasons. A text freezing, executioner. Wintertime I rock a fuck, mega popular, center of attraction, climaxing. My bitches they be laughing. They either flipping coke off for 20 cent, Andrew Jackson. City life spark a New York night. Rossi and Martini sipping. Sergio Tacchini flipping. Mad vibe, low price. I blow dice and throw them. 45 by my scrotum. Manifest to do or die.
Son, where'd you find this?
Doctor?
I never brag, how will I keep it? Cause it's the best secret. I rock a vest, prestigious, Cuban link, flooded Jesus. Intellects watching Kathy Lee and Regis. My actions are one with the seasons.
rewind selector, come down, rewind selector,
I want it like that, I'm living like that. You whack and see.
Yo, what's good, everybody? What's the deal? I pray that y'all are having a marvelous Monday, almost afternoon, man. It's so good to see y'all, so good to be seen. It's your man's Izzy Benz, aka Israel Mills. You know the deal. This is the Real Spill with Mills show. Let's go. Let's get it. Hey, before we get into that, you already know what it is. You already know what it do, what it's hitting for. Likes are absolutely positively free. Likes don't cost you.
Nutching.
Absolutely.
Nutching.
Make sure you hit that like button, man, for the algorithm. Let's go.
Come on, push a button.
You heard her. Likes are free. Push the like button.
Push the goddamn button.
Yo, like my man Bug said from Mayhem, shout out to Mayhem. Tell a friend to come on in. You know what I'm saying? Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come on in and show your love, your support. Let's do good business. Let's rock together. We do good business over here. So make sure if you like the show, you enjoy the movement, you enjoy what we doing, that you go ahead and hit that Cash It App.
To support Izzy Bands, please hit the Cash App. The Cash App is Israel Mills. That's $ Israel Mills. $ Israel Mills. Show your support.
Let's do good business. Make the Cash App ring during the stream. $ Israel Mills. $ Israel Mills.
Yes, sir. And that link is in the chat. If you be so kind as to support the show, we greatly appreciate it. Now, today, we have a hell of a topic for you. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be real with you up front. This is going to be a very, very triggering topic for some people. I mean, there's people who've been through all types of circumstances and situations. Most of you, I don't know your story. So the only thing that I can do is I could tell the stories that I know from my perspective and for what I've been through and for what I've seen. So again, up front, please charge it to my head and not to my heart. I'm just going to be real with you. I'm just going to be transparent before you. And I'm just going to give you the facts. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about it. Okay. Now, you got to understand your man Izzy Band swims with the shark. Shark. We swim with the sharks over here. So you got to understand that we cut a little bit different over here. We ain't no fighting in Chinese restaurant. Ain't no crying. Ain't no fighting. But we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it together, and we're going to make it do what it do, okay? So I don't want nobody feeling offended or getting in their fifis, because this is not about you personally. This is just about something that I experienced, okay? So, yo, check this out. This was the most disturbing phone call that I've got in a while. So the question is, what would you do if you was on FaceTime with your daughter? Google, what do they call that? Google Hangout, whatever they call it. I don't know. Y'all know the Google thing. Or FaceTime or Skype or whatever with your daughter, and your daughter was getting beat up by her boyfriend, and the boyfriend knew that you were watching. What would you do if your daughter calls you on FaceTime, Google Duo, Skype, and her boyfriend knows that she's on the phone with you, knows you can see what's happening, and he still commences to do what he do, right? So that's the question today, and that was the circumstance of last night. Now, fortunately, glory be to God, it wasn't my daughter. It was a good friend of my daughter, almost like a brother of mine's daughter. God bless her. May she, man, is this a trigger situation? So first, let me just, before I get into all of that, I gotta do some more lighthearted stuff first. Y'all know how I do. I gotta do some more lighthearted stuff first. But let me pray for his daughter and for my daughters and for your daughters as well. Let me pray for the people, y'all hearts and minds. If you believe in the power of prayer, if you would lend me your heart and lend God your mind so that we can uplift my peoples in prayer. Okay. And we are going to try to uplift you in prayer as well. Thank you, God. We magnify you. We exalt you. We extol you. You are the Lord of Lords. You are the King of Kings. You are worthy of all the honor, all the glory, all the praise. If we had 1,000 tongues, we couldn't praise you enough. We couldn't thank you enough. We couldn't magnify you enough. We couldn't exalt you enough, God. We're just coming before you, asking you to remember the young lady right now, God. You know her, you know her father, you know the situation. You know any other young lady or young man, for that fact, man or woman who is in an abusive situation, God. We're praying for the abused, God, for you to touch them in a mighty way, for you to protect them, put your hedge of protection around them, have your warring angels fight on their behalf and keep them from all hurt, harm, and danger. As well, we are praying for the abusers, God, that you heal their heart, that you touch their mind, that you heal whatever pain or whatever hurt or whatever they're going through that would make them do the things that they did, God, or do, God. We're asking that you remember them right now, forgive them, and turn them over, turn them around, and make them whole, God. Heal their minds, heal their hearts, make them well, that they may not abuse or seek to abuse, God. Remembering those who are victims, those who cannot protect themselves, those who cannot stand up for themselves, I ask you, God, to stand up for them. Those who are not able to defend themselves, I ask you to be their defense, God. We just praise you, we magnify you, we exalt you, God. We just asking you to heal the people right now that need your healing. We're thanking you that they are 100% healed, 100% whole, 100% delivered, 100% set free. No sickness, no disease has no right to live in their body temple. We say, because you said, if 2 or 3 are gathered together in your name, ask what we will, and you will give it unto us. So we're just asking for the healings of the mind of the people, healing for the heart of the people, healing in the physical body of the people right now, God. We're just thanking you right now that you're touching them in a very, very mighty way, that you are restoring them, that you are renewing them, that you are revitalizing them, God. We thank you for all the things that you've done, but most of all, we thank you for who you are, because you can do anything but fail. Your word will not return unto you void, but it will accomplish that which you sent it to accomplish, and it is so said, so done. So we thank you for it. Thank you for all the things you've done, God, again. But most of all, we thank you for who you are. For you are God alone. You are God Almighty, and you are worthy of all the honor, all the glory, all the praise. Amen, amen, and amen. All right. So, it was just on my heart. I'm the type of person, if you know by now, you know it is what it is. I'm the type of person that if it's on my heart to pray, I'm gonna pray right then. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna try to wait. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pray right then. So prayerfully, God have heard our prayer and will answer our prayer and will protect that young lady and protect other young ladies or other young men who are going through the same things. Because it's not only women who go through this. It's not only women who go through this. Unfortunately, men and women go through this. Unfortunately, people unfortunately do each other bad. Right? Now, let me welcome some people into the building. I want to put this disclaimer out here. I am in no way, shape, form, or fashion perfect. I am in no way, shape, form, or fashion without guilt or without transgression. Okay? I've been in physical altercations as well, both with men and women. Okay? It has not been nowhere near as many with women as it has been with men. At the same time, I'm not going to sit here in the judgment seat and pretend like I don't know things that happen. I will share a little bit about things that happened that I've been a part of. And as well, I'm going to tell you all the story of what happened in the phone call that I got last night. Okay. But like I said, before we get into all of that and before we go that deep into it, let's get some support, because we gotta know that I need to know that we're in a safe space. We're in a space of love, a space of non-judgment, so we can have a conversation, a real conversation that's much needed. All right. There's some things in this that we can absolutely learn. There's some things in this that we can absolutely take from this and get better. There's some things in this that we can absolutely use to help us move to another level, right? Okay, so before we get into that, let's make sure we get some support. Let's make sure we do good business. Y'all go ahead and hit the Cash App, hit the super chat. I greatly appreciate y'all supporting the show. Let's do good business. Let's do good business. I'm gonna welcome some people in the building in the meantime, in between time, before we get into the main topic. Let me put some music on, man, to lighten up the mood a little bit. Let's see what we want to hear. We gotta hear something a little mellow right now, because geez Louise, I'm saying we gotta go with that Misunderstood. Shout out to Queen, that Misunderstood. All right. So let me welcome real quick. Shout out to my mans and them with the Sharks, man. I like to swim with the Sharks. All right. So shout out to my man Emperor Kojak 3-3 the Great. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? My man Ron Mack is in the building. Magnificent visions. Yo, y'all check those brothers out. Emperor Kojak 3-3 the Great. Ron Mack, Magnificent Visions. My man JD 1975 in the building. What's going on, family? How you doing? Hey, Princess Cammy, good to see you. Good to see you. Shout out to Apple and J. I got you, Apple and J. Shout out to Gore. What's going on, Gore? Hey, so shout out to my niece, my baby. I call her Uncle's baby. Shout out to my little niece. It's her birthday. I think she turns 3 years old today, 3 or 4 years old today. So shout out to her. Maybe 4. Shout out to my niece. Love you, Uncle. Love you, love you, love you. You should not be watching my show. You should not be watching my show, baby. All right. So shout out to Uncle's baby. You know what I'm saying? Love her very much. What's up, Classic Creoles in the building? My man Corey Love, put some respect on the man's intro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Salute to Israel Mills and the Ismailite Nation. Thank you, Apple J. Shout out to you. Good to see you back. My man Pack 925. What's going on? What's going on? What's good? Say like podcast is in the building. What's popping? Did you really get flagged, G? Not that I know of. I did not get flagged that I know of. Shout out to Jay Prince for president. Not that I know of yet. I didn't see a flag yet. I don't know. I didn't see a flag. So shout out to Jay Prince for president. Easy swimming with the big sharks. Yeah, you got to swim. Hey, shout out to my man Weedy 504. Thank you, family. Wherever my daughter is, I'm on the way. Yo, you know, we're going to get into that, though. Shout out to Yvette Marie. What's going on, Yvette Marie? Yeah, I'll gladly and proudly do a lifetime bid for that. Yeah, it's sad. There is a brighter future after that. Give them strength to leave the situation. Yep. Hey, Miss Jill 1991, what's going on? Ed Hill is in the building. What's good, brethren? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, family. All right. Shout out to, let me make sure I got the person. Thank you, AD Harris. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, AD, coming through with the 5. She got 5 on it. I greatly appreciate you. And I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming through and showing your love. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. AD set it off right. And this man. I love you. I love you.
Hope you don't mind if I say this out loud. How wonderful life is, 'cause you're in the world.
Shout out to you, AD. Thank you so much for the Cash App. I really, really appreciate that. Setting this mug off right. Thank you so much. You ain't gonna mess with my daughter like that and get away with it. Yo, Emperor Code, man. You know, it's a lot of things at play. So let me give you a little bit of background. I'm not gonna tell the person because it's their story to tell. It's not mine. It is a good friend of mine's daughter, a very, very good friend of mine's daughter. She is like a niece to me because the dude is like a brother to me. So shout out. I got several of those dudes that I've been friends with for like over 20 years, been through the trenches with, most of them like almost 30 years, been through the trenches with, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him, first of all, because like he said to me, he was like, yo, bro, I'm gonna have to pray for this dude. I'm gonna have to pray for this dude because we get into that in a minute. Let's get some support in here, y'all, because I'm telling you, like, this is a very, very, there's some encouragement. There's some things that we can learn. At the same time, for me, it's very, very heart-wrenching and very, very heartbreaking. One of my favorite cousins, you know what I mean, was a victim and lost her life to her husband, who took her life and then took his life in front of their child. Okay, now their child at the time was only about to be 2 years old or 2 years old, so they were very, very young, a very, very young child. At the same time, for whatever reason, and you know, when you're on the outside looking in, you never know what's going on in somebody's house, right? And I never knew about this. Now, this is the thing, as the cousin, brother, uncle, father, I'll be honest, people tell me last. They don't really tell me about things up front. The reason why people don't really tell things to me up front is because they know that I'm the type of person that I put hands and feet on people. Like I don't mind putting hands on people. Okay. I don't mind, you know what I'm saying, making some things happen and making some things shake. So because a lot of people know that about me and know how I get down, they don't tell me because they want to keep me out of trouble, or they want to keep it from a situation. You know what I'm saying? So, but God rest my cousin's soul. She was when I tell you, a very, very beautiful person, both outside and inside. Very, very beautiful person. Very, very beautiful person. I can't imagine why someone would want to do that to her, especially her husband. Come to find out, there was some mental illness, I guess, that he suffered from, I guess, apparently. At the same time, like I said, it's very, very hard to wrap your mind around or to even grasp it, right? Because I can't even imagine why someone would do that to her, right? Again, but then again, she's my cousin, so I've never been in a relationship with her, but I still cannot even fathom it. So may God rest her soul. May she rest in peace. Definitely sorry for my family's loss. Sorry for our loss. And so that's giving you an idea that I have loss because of this. I've experienced things, and I've seen a lot of things. And this phone call last night was really, really heart-wrenching. So listen, again, before I get into it, I need a safe space. I need you guys to really show up and show out. If you're going to donate to the show, please do so up front. Please do so up front so we can get right into it. You know what I'm saying? So we can get right into the main topic. So before we get into that, shout out to Shicey Bun. What's going on, Shicey Bun? How you doing? Before we get into that, let me get into some more lighthearted stuff real quick. All right. So, yo, I was sitting there. I'm sitting there, and like the daggone like, you know how the seal to your door sometimes. So if I flash my fingers and you see my fingers are dark, it's daggone because I tried to put some Gorilla Glue on the daggone seal because it was only like halfway off the door, and I tried to put it back. And look at this, man. Look at this. You see my fingers? Look at that nasty-ish. Look at that. You see that? Easy bands. I usually pride myself on having very clean fingers, very clean fingernails, but I got. I was supposed to put some gloves on, and I was supposed to do it, but I didn't. And this is what happens. This is what happens. Look at that nasty issue. So I'm gonna have to try to find me some of that gritty soap to get it off. I got a lot off, believe it or not, but it's still a lot up here. So there's that. So if y'all see my finger, don't be talking about me badly. Don't be talking about me badly because I got two dark fingers. I got two dark fingers because I was trying to do some work around the house. I was trying to make sure that the daggone spiders and ants don't get in the crib. All right, yo, shout out to my man Stanley D Rock the Block coming through. Thank you so much for that 10, brother. Appreciate you.
Make money, make money. When shit hit the fan, we'll take money.
Thanks, man.
I'll be like AD and be like Stanley D Rock the Block. Hit that Cash App early so we don't have to be interrupted. Y'all know if we get enough support, if y'all want to talk about it, because this is a deep triggering topic, I will open up the panel, but we got to have some support. What's up? Let me put the Timmy in the building. Nico Too Smooth is in it. Mr. Magenta, a.k.a. Mr. Black Figure. See, there y'all go. Y'all making me feel bad about my dirty fingers, man. My fingers is usually clean. I usually try to keep my fingers clean, you know what I mean? What's going on? Ava Nicole is in the building. How you doing, Ava? What's up? Almanaz is in here. How you doing, Almanaz? Grape Tea News. What's up, Grape Tea News? What's good? What's good? What's good? Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Cajun Darfire is in the building. Before I say hello to everyone, if I had a daughter and seen that, I move heaven and earth to get to that person and rain hell on them. I understand, Emperor Kojak. I understand. And as a father, every father in here, and even the brothers who's not fathers would agree with you, right? They would agree with you. But we're gonna get into it. Let's get a little bit more support, family. Let's get a little bit more support, and we're gonna get right into it. Shout out to my man Ogun Network coming soon. What's going on, family? I can't wait till the Ogun Network set it off so we can check your content out, family. So there's that. So let me all right. Like I said, I'm trying to, before we get into the more serious, deep topic, I want to get a little bit more support because, again, this is heavy. The topic is heavy and it's deep and it's a lot of moving parts to it. And I want to get into that kind of uninterrupted. So if y'all going to support the show, if y'all please would do so early so that we can get into the main topic uninterrupted. I greatly appreciate y'all. Yo, so like I said, none of our lives are perfect, right? Some of us tell a little bit more than others, but none of our lives are perfect. The funny thing about people, as I always say, is that we're human beings. And as human beings, we have trials, we have tribulations, we have stuff that we go through. And if you are in a relationship and you're in a relationship at 2024, especially if you're in close proximity to the person, I know for a fact, whether you say so or not, that there are challenges. Okay. It's just even the mood of the universe, how the planets are moving, like they say, what Mercury is in retrograde, whatever that means, right? Whatever that means, I don't even know what that means, but I know that it has an effect. They say the way that the moon, that's why if you notice, they say a full moon brings out the werewolf, right? It's the moon and the star alignment, how the stars move, how the moon moves, how the sun moves, how the universe, whatever, it has effects on us as people. Now, I usually don't talk about my situation and the things that I'm going through or the things that I'm happen in my personal relationship. The reason being is because she's a very private person and she never wanted to be on the internet. Okay. So that is the type of woman that I like. I like a woman who's not on the scene, a woman who's private, a woman who is very reserved and very conservative. That's what type of woman I like and that I would ultimately choose 10 times out of 10, right? That's why I'm not heavily impressed by Instagram models or women online showing themselves or whatever the case may be, because I'm just not impressed by that. Because if you showing it to me, you showing it to everybody, that means it's up to grabs for everybody. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I like about the women who I deal with is they tend to be very much into me and into what we got going on. And I really appreciate that. And I really like that, right? So with that being said, I can't front. Being on YouTube and doing my YouTube thing has had an adverse effect on my interpersonal relationship, right? Because again, as a person who's a very private, reserved, conservative person, you can imagine being with a person who is striving to be successful at YouTube, which means if I'm successful at YouTube, my visibility is going to go up crazy. And if my visibility goes up crazy, that has the potentiality to expose possibly her and who she is and all that. I think that that's one of her major concerns, right? And so with that, there's been some issues lately, right? You know, it'd be really, really good, and then it'd be really not good at all, right? It's been some issues, right? Some issues, okay? Make sure y'all supporting the show. I'm trying to tell y'all another story before I get into the main topic, but we need some support to get into the main topic because the main topic is heavy. The main topic is heavy. Like I'm talking about heavy. So we need some support. If you guys support the show, go ahead and hit the Cash App and support the show early. I greatly appreciate you, okay? Because the main topic is very, very heavy. Like I said, it was the most disturbing call I've got in a while, and it was deep. So we're going to get into that. Shout out to my man Raj Will in the building. No chasers in this motherfucker. Yo, thank you, Weedy504. He said, happy birthday to your niece. My birthday tomorrow. Shout out to my man Weedy504. Birthday tomorrow. We're going to celebrate with your family. You told us that. The 16th. Your birthday is the 16th. I thought it was the 17th, but okay. Shout out to my man Weedy504. Yo, so like I told Leonard Roy, shout out to Leonard Roy, be careful what you ask for, right? We have to understand that anything in life that we ask for and we go after and that we say that we want or we desire, it's always a two-sided coin with my two black fingers. It's always a two-sided coin, right? There's no such thing in this world. Again, when I get my own planet, I can make things the way that I want it to be. Let me get back up here with the sharks, man. I love the sharks, man. Until they try to bite my ass. But anyway, let's so and when I get my own planet, I'll make it and have it the way I want it to be. But in the meantime, in between time, on this planet, there's no such thing as having things 100% your way. All right? No such thing as things going 100% your way. I have a saying, and my saying is, if any one person is getting everything that they want in a relationship, then that relationship is a bad relationship. Because relationships are supposed to be about concessions, working together, and building together and making something better. Somebody somewhere in that relationship, in that union, is not going to get something exactly the way they want it. I truly believe in an 80-20 rule. At best, you're going to be with someone who gives you 80% of the things that you want and you need. Now, y'all might be saying, yo, we know this. What's this got to do with what you're talking about? I'm glad you asked. So what this has to do with is, I say that I wanted a woman who's reserved, who is conservative, who does not want to be on the scene, who's not on social media, that's the type of women that I like. So with that, if I'm the type of dude that's on the scene, so to speak, if I'm the type of dude that this is my career, what I'm doing for business or whatever the case may be, then apparently the woman that I choose that's reserved and not on the scene, she's going to have a problem with the dude that is on the scene because she never wanted to be on the scene either. So this is the dilemma that I've been facing. She's let me know a couple of times that she supports me, but she supports me from a distance, that she doesn't really want to be a part of the YouTube thing at all, that she doesn't want to be on the YouTube situation at all. She never signed up for that. And you got to remember, I was not doing this. This is very new to my life. This is very new to my life. My son is 10 years old, about to be 11 this year. Okay, to just give you an idea. We had been together almost 3 years before that, before my son was ever born. Okay, so that lets you know that, again, I'm a dude that's never had a MySpace. I'm old. I know I'm telling my age. Never had a Twitter when it was just Twitter. Don't have an X now. Just got daggone Instagram because I'm on YouTube. Just got on YouTube as a content creator. Only really was checking out my homie as far as getting on panels in June of 2022. And then he kept being on me, about being on YouTube and say, yo, you need to get on YouTube. You need to get on YouTube. You need to get on YouTube. So I dipped my toe in Fight Club and stuff. What a way to dip your toe. And then that's how you got Izzy Bands right now, right? At the same time, I signed up for it, but the people in my life never signed up for it. Now, my son, on the other hand, he down. He want to be Mr. YouTube. I'm kind of holding him back because, like I say, he's 10, about to be 11, and I'm kind of holding him back because I don't want him to have that kind of pressure in school and stuff like that. Okay. Now, if his mother was to agree to homeschool him and do that, then I probably would let him rock or whatever. But because he's a very talented, funny kid, right? A very talented, funny kid. So I would share him with the world in that regard if I could be there with him and his mother was to homeschool. But being that that's not the case right now, I just, you know what I'm saying? He has to be at bay. But she never wanted this life. She never wanted it. Now, the crazy thing about some women, the way some women protest is they begin to let disrespect seep into their language, into their dealings, and into the way they operate, right? Now, as far as her womanly duties, keeping the house clean, keeping the house straight, doing what she needs to do, making sure I eat, making sure I'm fed, making sure stuff is clean, she does all of that. She does all of that, okay? She handles all of that. At the same time, when it comes to some of the things that I may say to her that I don't like that she does, or I don't like that she got a problem with that all the time, right? So fast forward. And again, I'm trying to I'm kind of stalling a little bit until we get some support, but I'm kind of letting y'all know, letting y'all in on my life a little bit and pulling the veil back a little bit so y'all can see, right? So this weekend we go out and we happen to go to a store. I'm gonna just say a store. And we're in the store, and my son sees something that he wants. Now, this thing that he wants, he's the only child, so he usually gets a lot of things that he wants. Now, because of that, I'm very, very conscious and very, very aware. And I say, yo, I make a conscious effort not to give him everything that he wants, even though most of the time we could do all the things he wants 2 times, 10 times on Sunday. It's not a problem because he don't really want like really, really expensive stuff. He just want a little this, a little that. So he's a very good kid, gets good grades and all that. At the same time, I understand that if I always say yes to him, I'm setting him up for failure later because life is not always going to say yes. So sometimes I say no just to be saying no. Like I'm like, nah, not this time. No. Or I'll say, hey, look, if you want this, let's figure out a way to earn the money in order to pay for your liability, right? I'm trying to teach him assets and liability that's 10 years old. Robert Kiyosaki said an asset is something that makes you money. A liability is something that costs you money. So I teach my son, yo, he wanted this thing. It cost $30. He had on him like $46. I'm like, you don't buy something for $30 if you only have $46 on you. His money in his account don't count. Only what's in his pocket counts. So I'm like, yo, if you want this thing that costs $30 and you only have $46, you got to figure out a way. We can figure out a way together how to earn you $90 more, and then you could go buy that $30 item, right? Then you could go buy that $30 item because now you have earned enough money to pay for your liability, right? It's a liability, make no mistake about it. But sometimes we just want to have fun. We just want to have something that we like, something that we enjoy. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. At the same time, if you only got $46, you can't spend $30 on enjoyment because you haven't earned the right to enjoy that yet. Okay? You haven't earned the right to enjoy it. Okay? So, of course, in the store, I don't have enough chance to explain all this to him. So I just say to him, nah, not today. We're not going to get that today. Okay? Now, I knew how much he had, but then his mother calls his name, and his mother's like, ask him, well, how much is the book? And I say, sweetie, and I'm trying to speak, and then she tries to low-key kind of go off on me in the store. She tries to low-key kind of go off on me in the store for correcting her about trying to talk to my son about what I was like. I'm looking like, yo, excuse me, who raised it?
Excuse me, who raised you?
Now you know me. You've been around me since God doggone 2011. You know me. You know how I give it up. You know how I get down. And you know for a fact that one of the things that I never, ever tolerate is a woman talking loud to me in public. I don't play that. I don't tolerate that. I ain't going for it. I don't play that. I don't tolerate that. I ain't going for it. Now, she wasn't yelling and cursing me out, but she was speaking loud enough where, nah, we don't do that. We don't do that. Okay? Again, she didn't curse me out or wasn't like screaming at me or like wilding, but she felt the type of way that I had the nerve, the audacity, the unmitigated gall to try to correct her about talking to my son about this item that he wanted, right? Because I already told him, So she said, well, I heard you. What she said was, I heard you when you told him what I wasn't going to tell him not to. I wasn't going to tell him not, but she said a little too loud for my liking. She said a little too loud. You better take all that, bitch. See, now, let me give you a key. Let me give you a clue why I felt the way when Angry Man said, yo, take the bass out your voice on my show. Because that's what I tell women. That's what I tell women. That's why I was like, oh, hell no, nigga. You ain't going to tell me to take the bass out my voice. I'm a grown-ass man, okay? That's what I tell women. Take that bass out your throat when you talk to me. When you talk to me, take that bass out your mouth. Don't be talking to me with no bass in your mouth. Bring that down. Bring that down, son. Bring that down. I don't like, listen, I want my woman to be a woman. I don't want my woman to be one of them little dudes over there. Don't little dude me. You ain't no bruh. You ain't no boy. You ain't no man. I don't do that. So don't talk to me like you's a bruh, a man, or a boy. I don't play that. I don't play that. You have seen the energy that I give to men who give me energy. We can get it shaken. I don't mind. I'm not afraid of conflict. I'm not afraid of whatever. I don't mind getting it shaken with men. It is what it is. If we got to go outside and handle our business, that's just what it is, because that's where I come from. At the same time, with women, we are expected not to have that same energy. And my girl cannot handle my energy. She can't handle it. So I suggest to her, yo, listen, if you can't handle that energy, do not come at me in a masculine fashion. No, you can't be masculine because you're a woman, but don't come at me aggressively at all, because you can't handle me being aggressive with you. So don't be aggressive to me. Don't poke out your chest. Don't stick up. Don't swallow up. You don't want me treating you like I treat men. You don't want me doing it. And that's why you see another insight. Yes, I don't talk to women generally the way that I talk to men. Now, this is the funny thing. I'll be real. See, it's funny that people talk about other people being transparent, but I'm one of the most transparent people on the space. I tell the real. I keep it real. I tell my faults, my flaws, my ins and my outs. Now, I'm not going to show you everything and show you people who don't want to be seen or who don't want to be on the app. I'm not going to do that because they asked me not to. But I tell you about me and what I be going through and how I view things and what I look at things like, and the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? So she watches my show from time to time, and I don't know if she's watching now, but if you are, shout out to you. She was chiming in on the whole I talk to women different than I talk to men, right? And she say, well, yeah, you do, but you don't always talk to me like you be talking to the women on your panel. I said, what? She said, you don't talk to me as like you always be talking to the women on your panel? And I said,
nigga, what?
Huh?
You lost your rabbit ass mind.
So let me get this straight. You want me to treat you like women I don't really know in real life? You want me to treat you like women I treat on the panel?
The disrespect is intolerable. It's unpardonable.
Yeah, she like, yo, because, yeah, when I do something you don't like, you don't mind telling me off, or you don't mind telling me or doing. And I'm like, yo, that's a heaven sent. You want that. You want me talking to you. You want me just talking to you. That's what you want. You don't want no ninja like me to not say nothing and just let it pile up. Oh, that is bad. You can't let a dude like me to let it just pile up. You don't want
nothing.
You don't
nothing. You're going to do nothing. Nothing is going to happen.
You don't want that. Okay? Ladies, this is all ladies that's listening. If you have a man and you know your man is a violent dude, has a propensity for violence, is a dude that comes from violent circumstances, situation, him talking to you is grace. Let me say that again. Hold on. Let me back up. Let me back up and say that shit again. Somebody need to hear this. Somebody need to hear this today, god doggone. Somebody need to hear this.
That boy is good.
Yo, ladies, if you have a man, now some people say all men have a propensity to violence. I don't agree with that. All men, I got a shirt on it. All men are not created equal. There's some men who don't mind mixing it up with men. There's some men who are warriors, who are fucking soldiers. You don't play with them niggas. I'm serious. Stop playing with them. Don't play with a nigga who's fucking 730. I'm fucking 730. You can't play with me. Don't let this smooth taste shit fool you. I'm from the damn streets. There's only one way we know how to meet with disrespect. Only one. Now the books, the prayers, the faith in God, that has refined me a little bit. That has brought me to a different place a little bit. But you cannot take a wolf, domesticate a wolf, and be smacking it across the face with meat. You cannot, let me repeat this again. You cannot take a wolf, domesticate a wolf, and smack that wolf across the face with meat. He will bite your ass and try to eat your ass alive. The wolf only knows blood. That's it. You cannot be in a pool of sharks and they're having the little Finding a Nemo meeting where they're trying to be more gracious sharks, and they're trying to be more loving sharks, and they're trying to celebrate their fish friends, and you can't bump your head, Dory, and start bleeding and think that shark won't smell blood and try to tear your damn head off. No matter who you are. Don't y'all watch Animal Planet? Haven't y'all seen where you can have a lion or a tiger, and that white person usually then nowadays they got some other people, but that white person will sit there and they will pet that tiger and treat that tiger and feed that tiger milk and everything and hold that tiger when it's little, play with the tiger, and they be little tiger friends. But all it takes is one time to offend that lion or that tiger, and that tiger by accident will rip your damn head off. By accident. By accident, rip your arm off. Or your foot. By accident. It's levels to this. We're going to get into this. Yo, y'all support the show. We're going to get into, some people need to hear this. It's two sides to every story. Some people need to hear this. Hey, what's up, Q&A? She said, yep, shout out to Romello 747 Bad Guy. $15. Thank you, brother. What's popping? Don't mind me just watching. Money song, please, absolutely. He's a member again of the Israelite Nation. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my God. Salute. Thank you so much, Romello 747, my brother.
It don't matter what the situation. I'm just trying to climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine, fine.
And you women, let me say this, and this is the disclaimer. Again, my cousin was in that situation. She lost her life. I don't believe in my heart of hearts my cousin did anything to deserve losing her life. I don't believe it. And if that dude was alive, he wouldn't have been happy. If he would have made it, he wouldn't have been happy at all. His life would have been miserable forever. That's probably why he went ahead and did himself a favor, right? At the same time, with that being said, ladies, please hearken your ear to wisdom. Incline your ear to wisdom. If you have a dude who is a warrior, which you probably do need a warrior or a soldier on your side, every situation is a two-sided coin. You can't have a warrior or a soldier without him being a certain level of violent. Right? Right? Ladies, it's like when you own a pit bull. It's like when you own a pit bull. Like, yeah, some of them pit bulls are beautiful and they look good. And yeah, some of them pit bulls are loyal and would tear anybody else for you or whatever the case may be. But the case is that it has a propensity for violence. So if you violate that pit bull, it will bite you because that's in its nature for violence. Why do you women keep playing with people who are violent? You need them to be on your side to protect you. You need them to be on your side to fight off the enemy. You need them to be on your side to use that energy for your benefit, but you do not need to play with that energy. Why do you play with that energy? Why would you play with a man who is really trying his best to work with you, who's trying his best to reason with you, who's trying his best to communicate with you, but you want to give that man your butt to kiss? Are you crazy? Are you out your mind? And then when a pit bull bites your fucking face off, then you feel like the pit bull did you wrong. Now y'all want to delete the pit bull. Y'all want to damn put the pit bull down. Y'all want to damn have a damn witch hunt on the pit bull, right? Right? Now again, too, this is not casting any aspersions on my homeboy's daughter. This is no aspersions on my homeboy's daughter. I'm just talking in general now. Because what I notice is, unfortunately, a lot of women think that it's okay to play with men, especially in this day and age. I don't know if y'all been watching too many Marvel movies. I don't know if y'all been smoking too much whatever. I don't know if it's something in the air. I don't know what it is. But y'all are crazy if you think that you could play with a soldier and a warrior and it's not going to bite you in the butt. You're crazy if you think that you could put a soldier or a warrior in a compromising position and you don't think that something's going to happen. I don't understand. Again, I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's condoning it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying. Stop playing with these men. Stop playing with these men. Ladies, don't talk to your man any type of way. Don't treat your man any type of... Yo, ladies, don't y'all understand? Hold on. Let me say this. Let me welcome some more people. I got to say this. Let's get some support, and I'm going to get into the main topic, but we need some support, y'all. We need some support. Shout out to my man Stanley and AD. Those are the only two that hit the Cash App, and my man Romello 747 hit the super chat. Make sure y'all support the show so we can get it cracking. All right. Shout out to my man Trucker Yell, and this is exactly why I tried to warn women about. Key Renee said, please clarify. Are you saying don't provide a man into putting? Wait. Yes, I'm saying. Listen. Yes, because all men don't listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. Can I be real with y'all today? Can I be real with y'all today? When my father told me, yo, if anybody put their hands on you, when my father told me if anybody put their hands on you and you don't fight them back, I'ma beat your ass. Guess what? He didn't clarify gender. And maybe he meant to, but he didn't. He didn't. I don't know about y'all. I know now I've learned. But there was a time, if I don't care who you was, if there was a time that if you played with me, I was gonna tear your ass up regardless. If there was a time, I had a time. I'm not gonna sit here and try to pretend. I'm not gonna sit here and try to act like or play like, oh, I'm about that life for real. Like that's what AM was trying to let y'all know. I don't know if y'all don't. Y'all might think that the books and the smooth taste and how I look, that might fool you, but I'm not nobody to play with. I'm not nobody to play with in that regard. Because I don't care. Like when at a certain point, if you push me there, because I'm not afraid of anything. The only thing I'm afraid of is God. So, hey, there's that. So there's certain people that you don't want to provoke and you don't want to push because, listen, all they know is scorched earth. And then after scorched earth, they cool and they go about their business like nothing happened. There's people like that on earth. I want y'all to know that everybody is not the same, is not built the same, don't have the same patience and the same countenance and the same, and especially if you have a person like that that's trying to work with you, that's trying to reason with you, that's trying to accomplish something with you, and you got a warrior and a soldier, and you want to play slap boxing with a warrior and a soldier, you got to be careful because you could trigger some PTSD and that mug can snap on you by mistake. You know what it's like? Hold on real quick, y'all. And we're going to get into the main topic because it was a very disturbing call, even with all of this said, right? You know what it's like? It's like you playing with somebody, you playing with a soldier out of their sleep. You waking the soldier up, trying to scare somebody, and they pop your ass. Was they wrong? You done tried to scare them on some prank shit trying to be funny, and they a god doggone soldier, a god doggone warrior, and they pop your ass out of instinct. Just pop. And you looking at them like they crazy. No, your ass is crazy for fucking with them. Leave them alone. Stop playing with people. Leave that man alone. Why would you mess with that man in his sleep and then get mad that your ass got popped? Yo, that's what's gonna happen. Yo, shout out to Jay Jermaine. What's going on, Jay Jermaine? Keep doing you. Yo, shout out to you, man. Thank you so much, Jay Jermaine. I appreciate you. I'm not gonna give you the blurpy to be funny today. Shout out to Jay Jermaine. My God, man.
It don't matter what the situation. I'm just trying to climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine.
Yo, you ever had a puppy? Like those people who have dogs probably could understand this. Your dog could love you to life. Play with your dog, a certain type of dog, while they're trying to eat and see what happens. Play with your dog food like and pull their food while they're trying to eat and see what happens. See if you don't pull back a god dog on a limb. play. I don't understand because I watch a lot of Animal Planet. I watch a lot of animal stuff, and these people be playing with alligators and crocodiles, and they get mad when the crocodile bite their god doggone head off or try to tear off their arm. Like, y'all are slow. Y'all are slow. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all are slow. Y'all be playing with freaking apex predators, playing with your life with a damn apex predator. What are you doing? Now, an apex predator on your side is a beautiful thing, but you in the mouth of an apex predator is probably problematic. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You only get warned so many times. Right? What's up, Gas Mask? Be real with us today. Hey, listen. I was taught the same thing. Hey, listen, right? Oh, shout out to you, Key Renee. I was taught the same thing. My dad, he probably meant to clarify, but he didn't. So I was a kid and I was slow. So hey, don't fuck with me. Listen, I'm not nobody to be playing with. Find you somebody better to play with. You need to find somebody who like to play, because I'm not nobody to play with. I'm really not. Like, I don't even understand. That's why I said I don't understand why people would play with a nigga like me. I really don't. I really don't get it. I know the smooth taste, is all right. Your ass will find out the hard damn way. What's up, man? What's going on, Bandit Nation in the building? My little one is wild, so I understand. Vermella said, my grandma said, if a woman put her hands on you, treat her like the man she thinks she is. Hello. GD right. Hello. A lot of people was raised like that, ladies. I'm just telling you, a lot of people was raised like that. My dad didn't specifically say that, but he didn't clarify. And I had too many women who think that daggone kindness, take kindness for weakness. Y'all women better stop that. Y'all better stop taking kindness for weakness. Y'all better stop taking a man who's graceful with you and showing you grace and showing you mercy, and you're going to keep playing with that man. Y'all better stop that. Now, again, am I advocating for women to be hurt? No. Am I advocating women to be harmed? No. My loved one was taken out by something like that, and I don't think she did anything to deserve it. I don't see what she could have possibly done to deserve it, the way that she was, right? At the same time, what I am saying is I know for a fact there's some women who play with men, and there's some men who don't play the radio, and y'all want to keep playing. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. You want a soldier, you want a warrior, but then you want to try to control something that's uncontrollable. Good luck. Shout out to Pac 925. Rest in peace, Harambe. Okay. I had a dog and it tried to turn on me. LOL. Yeah. If you're with someone who behaves like an animal, capable of flipping, then you should have been left. Well, that's not necessarily so. No, you should just act right. Listen, I don't know what y'all understand. What do you think fight or flight response is? What do you think fight or flight response is? If you are someone who is able to have someone on your side that's, see, this is what I'm telling you, you're missing it. The same thing that makes a man protect you is usually the same thing that could get your ass in a bad position with that same man. It's the same coin with two sides. I don't understand why women don't understand that. The same thing that will make that man put his life on the line for you, that will make that man protect you and take on the world for you, is the same energy that could turn on you. That's the thing. But what it means is, as a woman, you need to be in your femininity, treat that man right, treat that man with respect, and you will always be protected. Duh. Why is that so hard to understand? Why is that so hard? Because you got to take some level of accountability and responsibility, because you got to be the type of woman that don't keep running her mouth and don't tell, hit me. Oh, you ain't going to do nothing. Oh, you ain't going to do nothing. You ain't going to do nothing. You ain't going to do shit. You ain't going to do shit. Not. What you going to do? What you going to do? What you going to do? And then when your ass get hit, then, oh, he hit me. He hit me. There's a lot of slow children out here, I see. The school of Ike Turner is real. There's a lot of brothers in that school. Animals that are apex predators don't give you room to make a mistake. They correct you on your mistake. Yeah, immediately. But the more civilized apex predators try to. I'll just say that. I hate chows to this day. Shout out to, yeah, chows can turn for real. I knew men that was beat on by women. Yeah, there's some men that get beat on by a woman. Yes. Right. What you mean? Oh, you don't think women should act right? Oh, okay. That's cool. You don't think that women should, yes, act right, like Jay the Man said. You don't think women should act right? Oh, okay. What kind of woman acts? Yo, Key Renee, there's lots of women that act like that. Be talking, your man would say, there's women who their man would say, okay, listen, okay, I'm not trying to argue. I'm not trying to fuss. And she'll keep talking shit to that man. And he like, okay, listen, come on, can you please stop? Can you please stop? Why? Because I got to do what you tell me to do. Why? Because you think I'm a child. I ain't your child. You ain't my daddy. You don't think that exists, Key Renee? Oh, okay. You don't think that exists? Where a dude be trying to leave and a woman will stop him from leaving? Where you go? What you doing? He be like, look, I just need some fresh air. Let me just get out of here. And she'll stand in front of the door. Where, let's just say not even that. Where women will sit there and be sitting there talking mad shit, having an attitude with a man, and all he trying to do is be patient with his woman and talk to the woman. And she'll have the nerve, the audacity, the unmitigated gall to think that man is weak. He'll tell her something, try to check on something. She'll get mad about what he'll do what she'll do what he asked her to do, but do it with a funky, nasty ass attitude the whole time. A funky, nasty ass attitude the whole time, treating that man like shit the whole time. And then got the nerve women be like, I need a man that could check me. How? I need a man that could check me. I need a man that could put me in my place. Who gonna check me, boo? Come on, y'all got to get y'all stuff together. Y'all got to get y'all stuff together. It's bad. They understand is a lot of them just don't care. It is what it is at the end of the day. Shout out to you, Jim Rat 08. Listen, bro. Shout out to my man, Jim Rat 08 in the building. Thank you, family.
Make money, make money. When shit hit the fan, we'll take money.
I'd like to welcome y'all.
All men are not created equal. As your former press secretary, we're gonna lose the sisters with this one. Hello, I know, family. It's all good. We're gonna get them back at the end because I gotta protect them because it's a loved one. So we're gonna get them back at the end. But that's why we need support early, fellas. We need support early. Because again, I'm not condoning a knuckleheaded man just beating up a woman or hurting a woman. I'm not condoning that shit. You're gonna see that. I'm not condoning that. At the same time, women, y'all need to take some accountability and some responsibility for your actions and stop provoking men. You need to stop provoking your man. If you're smart, you will. If you're smart, you will. A lot of women, she said, what kind of women act that? A lot of women, unfortunately. That's right. Better get some effort, act right quick. If you want to be treated like a lady, you must act like a lady at all times. Bars. There are cats. The one cat was trying to fight me, but I blacked out. Know the difference. Cats not playing out here. Okay. Lots of women act a total ass. Yeah, some do. There's some that don't, and there's some that do. So I'm just saying, there's some that don't, and there's some that do. You ain't my daddy, but last night, never mind. Exactly. Exactly. If it ain't self-defense, you got the power to leave the person alone. Anything else is not okay, period. Okay, if you say so. Well, what happens is, see, people say that, right? But it's not that simple. It's not that cut and dry. If you're married or you're in a living situation and y'all have children together and y'all have business together, y'all have things intermingled, and your woman decides because she knows that it's challenging for you to just up and leave because you're attached to your children, y'all have business together, you have financial obligations together, whatever the case may be, and she just decides that she gonna act up. It's not just that simple to just leave. And see, that's what I'm trying to say. Women, y'all give yourself permission to do all types of things sometimes. Some women, let me help y'all. Some women give themselves permission to do all types of things in the name of whatever, not thinking about the whole situation that's going on, not thinking about all the components of what they're in. But they'll do whatever, act whatever type of way, and then leave it on the man to be benevolent enough not to whip her ass. Just like men, I say the same accountability to men. I think men that sleep with women with no protection and then expect the woman to be benevolent with their damn seed is an idiot too. I said it, and that's not popular. I said both ways. It works both ways. Wow. True is, it is. Ladies, do not think calling your daddy, your uncles, exactly. And they don't understand that. They don't understand that either. That's another thing. Once you, thank you, Emperor Kojak 303 the Great. Once you push a warrior, a soldier to a certain point, he honestly don't care about your daddy, your brother, your new boo, your uncles. He don't care about none of that, especially if he's a street dude. All you're going to do is get them dudes deleted. That's it. If he's a street dude, all you're going to do is get them dudes deleted or hurt, and they're going to delete. That's all you're going to do. If you dealing with a warrior, you running your mouth, you treating your man a certain type of way, all you're going to do is get people deleted for no good reason behind your mess. Y'all seen it with the Travis Kelce situation. What, not Travis Kelce. Travis Rudolph. Travis Rudolph. Y'all seen it with that situation. With the Travis Rudolph situation. Woman not happy that he moving in a certain type of way. He went about his business. She tried to get some dudes and they got their ass deleted and hurt behind her. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop playing. You ain't going nowhere and will stand in front of the door. Exactly. I have witnessed that in public several times. It's crazy. Hey, Caramel Drip, how you doing? Good to see you. Men continually protect women from their wrath. Too many women don't recognize and revere it. Women take advantage of it instead of submitting to his protection and having a mature response in conflict. That's a bar right there. That's a bar right there. And then I know y'all gonna be like, oh, she's a pick-me. She's a pick-me. She don't always agree with us. She don't always agree with us. And she don't mind telling us when she don't agree. Shout out to you for that, because that's a bar. They take advantage and then they be looking stupid in the face when something goes down. Then they want to look stupid in the face and confused and, oh, why he do that to me? Why that happened to me? Oh, I want him done. Okay, good luck. Good luck. Good luck. All smart women know just how dangerous their man could be, and they do not play with him like that. That part of her respecting you. That's a bar. That's a bar. All smart women know. Because listen, ladies, again, whoa, why don't you leave? You don't want a man that's not dangerous. A man that's not dangerous is a sucker, is a man that will let you get hurt. You need a dangerous man. However, you need to know how to operate with your man. Now, again, you don't want to fool a man who's just gonna go upside your head because you said blue and you said pink and he said blue. That's a fool. We're not talking about no fools. We talking about disciplined soldiers. We talking about warriors that y'all keep plucking with. Y'all keep playing with. Y'all keep eroding their damn patience and y'all keep disrespecting. That's what we talking about. We're not talking about, oh, a nut because you looked a certain type of way and he want to go upside your head because you looked a certain type of way. We're not talking about that. We're not talking, because that does exist, and we're not talking about that. We talking about good, honorable men who are in a situation with you, but that are dangerous. But they're good and honorable men, honorable to you, honorable to the situation, and you keep playing with that man, and you keep disrespecting that man. That's what we're talking about. That's who we're speaking of. That's who we're speaking of. Shout out to my man, Poppy Blanco. What's good, family? Good to see you. It's some big, strong women out there. Yo, Ron Max, stay away from those big, strong women. Yeah, second day you came through. That check me boo is cap. Yeah, who can check me boo? They will call the cops. Yeah, they'll call the cops on you. Of course. But guess what the funny thing is? And people have said this. The funny thing is they're relying on the benevolence of other men to save them from their own debauchery. What happens when the cops don't get there fast enough? What happens when that man don't care nothing about the cops? What happens? You should not depend on the benevolence of men no more than men should depend on the benevolence of women with their seed. You should control yourself and you should act accordingly. If you're with the man and you love that man, treat that man with respect. If that's an honorable man, treat that man with respect. Don't disrespect that man. Don't disrespect him. Treat him with respect. He's an honorable man. He do right by you. He's good to you. Treat that man with respect. See, look. It don't matter what you have together. If you hit her, you're going to jail. That's a criminal record. What's better? Hey, listen. Some people don't care about none of that. Some people don't. It's like threatening somebody with bad credit that you're going to put a negative mark on their credit report. They don't care about that. They don't care about that. To some people, their respect and their honor means more than anything else in the world. See, see, people don't understand about men and codes, right? There's some men who live by codes and credence, and their code and credence means more to them than anything else in the world. And people don't know nothing. What's up, Ratchet City in the building? What up, man? What's good with you? Good to see you. Trove the soul in the building. What's up, fam? Say it again, is no doubt. Look. Sounds like excuses versus what you could lose if you hit her and are provoked. If you hit her, you'll probably lose your freedom, reputation, children, possibly. She will forever have a one-up. No. Okay. You see, that's the problem. That mentality is the problem. Key Renee, you can't see how that mentality is the problem. Women who think that they'll forever have that one up is the problem. See, if you believe that you'll ever have the one up, why would you do the right thing? If you believe that you forever have the one up, why would you do the right thing? We need a little bit more support to get into the main topic, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's do good business. We need a little bit more support to get into the main topic about this crazy phone call that I got. The craziest phone call that I got in a long time. Come on, y'all.
To support Izzy Bands, please hit the Cash App. The Cash App is Israel Mills. That's $Israel Mills. $Israel Mills. Show your support.
See, this is the thing. I don't understand why women would push men to the brink, to the edge, and then try to hide behind, oh, well, you don't want to lose everything. Yo, he lost everything anyway. If the man don't have no pockets in his jogging pants, like Kevin Hart said, he don't got no pockets. He don't care about life. Like, what are you talking about? If you push a man to the edge where he lost everything anyway, you think he care about any of that? You think he care about any of that? Y'all are silly. I'll be honest with you. You think, like J. Jermaine said, they don't care. And they know it. What's up, Crown Prince? What's going on, family? How you doing, family? Key Renee, again, this is like, yo, again, sometimes you can't leave the person. Listen, my man, I heard Corey Love. Shout out to Corey Love earlier. I was in the clouds, working on my show, trying to get myself together because this, like I said, that call was taxing. It was crazy, right? Shout out to my peoples, man. I appreciate you calling me, though, family, and sharing that with me. And I'm praying definitely for your daughter in this situation. But with that being said, it's funny. Y'all will say this, but then at the same time, these be the same woman, not saying you, Key, because I don't know, but these be the same woman who would attack Fantastic for leaving his wife. These be the same women that will attack Fantastic, jump on Fantastic for leaving his wife. Oh, just leave. But meanwhile, the children suffer. Meanwhile, everybody's suffering. Why can't she just be accountable? Why can't she be accountable? Why can't she get herself together so she don't have to destroy the family? So she don't have to destroy them children. So them children can have a fighting chance. Don't y'all understand? That a single parent raised household, whether it be male or female, is hard on them children? Now, of course, the men do a better job, by and large, according to statistics, than the women do. But at the same time, we got outliers. We seen them. We got cases where, I don't know about neither one of them options, right? We ain't going to speak about them today. But I'm just saying, right? So why not the women take accountability for their mouth and for their actions and do the right thing for the right thing's sake? Why don't they take accountability? Why don't they be the ones to do what's right? Because again, if a man is trying to stay in the life of his children, trying to give his children the best possible outcome, then he's not going to be, his first option is not going to be to leave. Now, there are dudes that can and will. But now when them children suffer and them children don't have everything that they had before, then y'all want to say, oh, well, he just left her. Deadbeat dads, he just left her. He just giving her only $300 a month. He just giving her $200 a month. He just got, y'all need to make up y'all mind. Because the truth of the matter is a man, mostly, if he's in a family situation, he's going to think about the family first. But if you put that same man, like a wolf, in a single situation, he has to think about himself first. I don't understand why y'all don't get this. Let me say this again for the slow people in the back, because this is very important. A man when he's in a family situation, he's going to think about the family first. He's going to put all them people that's in his household above himself, and he's going to give himself for those people. That's what a man is going to do. Again, I'm talking about a man. Okay, I'm talking about a man. So let's be clear. We already know we don't have to do all that. A man is going to put his family first. You take that same man and make that man single, and it be him versus he's going to take care of himself first because he has to. He has to. You're putting him in a situation where he has to prioritize survival. He has to prioritize surviving in order to provide for anybody. And then we wonder why the children suffer. Because, of course, if you have two people working together, that children benefit. But if you have two people working separately, that child loses. Why don't y'all understand this? But yet it's still, y'all so selfish, so self-centered, so daggone delusional that you don't even see the effect that your actions are having on your own damn children. Selfish. We have to be like Floyd Mayweather with some of y'all. Damn. I hope not. Shit. Now, let me say this too. I'm saying this overall because it's true. At the same time, if you don't have any children with a woman, if you don't have any business attached to a woman, I do strongly suggest if you feel like you got to hit that woman to control her, then you should leave her alone. Let me just say that. I strongly believe that if you shouldn't put your hands on a woman. I'm not advocating that, period. I'm just saying, let me just say that. You should not put your hands on a woman, right? And if that woman is disrespectful, and if that woman is out of order, and you don't have no attachments with her, leave that woman alone. I agree with that wholeheartedly, right? With that being said, it's not as easy, Kia Renee, when you have attachments, when you have stuff together with that woman, when you have children with that woman, house with that woman, business with that woman, interconnected, it's not as easy to leave. That's all I'm trying to say, okay? Not advocating for nothing. That's all I'm trying to say. My man, Jim Rat 08999, thank you so much, family. He said, had a similar conversation with my mother a few months ago. When the situation demands, I'll bleed for those I love the most, but I will not protect or provide for anyone who disrespects me. Wow, bars, man. That's some man shit, bro. That's some man shit. Listen, I don't reward bad behavior. We're gonna get into this.
I got money.
So listen, again, I'm giving both sides. This is just me giving both sides of it because, again, a lot of times the men's side is never, ever, no one ever seemingly tries to hold the women accountable by and large. It's always just, a man should never put his hands on a woman. There's no circumstance that a man should ever put his hands on a woman. Really? Is that really true? Is that really true that there's nothing a woman could do to get dealt with? Is that really true? Is that for real? Is that serious? There's nothing a woman could do to get her hands. Shut up. Stop lying. Stop lying. Let's keep it real. I'm being real today. I'm being honest. There's some things that a woman absolutely can do to get dealt with. Now, do I advise it? No. Do I think you should? No. Do I think you should be with somebody who you have to put your hands with on? No. At the same time, I think some of y'all women need to get y'all stuff together. Y'all need to get y'all stuff together. Y'all need to stop bullying men. Y'all need to stop trying to freaking flex verbally on men. Y'all need to stop being so disrespectful. Stop being so disrespectful. Shout out to Ski Mask Citizen. He said, shit. J Jermaine said, let's keep it a buck. There are a lot of black women, even Latino women, who will hit you and challenge them. Yeah, there are. Yes, there are. Shout out to somebody lying. What's going on, lady? How you doing? I'm a woman and not you. These women are wild out here. See? See? Some of these women is wild as hell. What's up, Kitty Mac? He said, hell no, not true. I know. What's up, Gas Mask? In the building. I wholeheartedly agree with you is stop trying men. Yes, y'all should. Listen, y'all know I be on the men. Y'all pause. Y'all know I keep it real with the men. I'm keeping it real with y'all women too. Stop provoking men. Stop provoking men. That's dumb. That's dumb. And then your ass be looking like a fucking deer in the headlights when somebody go upside your goddamn head. Not that they should, but stop it. Stop provoking that man. Stop going toe-to-toe with that man. Stop trying to boss up on that man. Oh, you not my father. You not my daddy. You can't tell me what to do. I ain't your child. I ain't no child. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Get your life right. Get your life together. What's up, Shiesty Buff said 199. Stop violence against women. Yeah, listen. And women should stop against men. I'll be first to say some women weren't hit as kids, so these had to do their parents' job for them. Oh man, I don't know about that one, bro. I can't advocate that one, but Classic Creole said true. Damn near nobody was supporting AM platform more than me in the beginning. I was up crazy, but I digress. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. I don't know where that came from, but shout out to you, man. Yep, just stop it. Self-defense only. Look, see, Shiesty Bum, that's cool. Listen, that's cool in a vacuum. You saying whatever you want to say. She said, I'm going to say whatever I want to say. That doesn't warrant violence. Shit. Listen, this is the crazy thing. Can we be honest? Like, listen, I'm going to be honest today. And again, I totally support my homeboy's daughter, which I'm going to tell y'all the story in a minute. I totally support my homeboy's daughter. If I was in the city, I'll go ride on that dude with my homeboy for his daughter, right? I totally don't believe that she should have been done like that, period, right? I don't advocate for it. With that being said, let's be honest. This is the problem. This is the problem. What weapon do women normally have against men? Y'all tell me in the chat. What weapon do women normally have against men? Shout out to my man, Ron Mac Mittens coming through. Shout out to James Jermaine for the double up. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Y'all tell me in the chat, what weapon do women usually have against men? That's the answer. Classic Creole, the only one. Yep, that's the answer. That's the answer. Their mouth, their words, their mother mouth. So you telling me that y'all mouthpiece, the police too. That's hilarious, Emperor Kojak, but that you ain't wrong, right? You telling me that women, their main weapon against men, another man too, but their main weapon against men is their mouth and how they prostrate and how they act against men. That's their main weapon of choice, their mouth. And it's okay for women to run their mouth and say whatever it is that they want to say to a man and disrespect that man. But, oh, no, violence is never the answer when you're doing whatever you want. I can do whatever I want to do as a woman, but you better not do nothing to me. You better not do nothing to me. It don't matter. So what? So what? I hit you. You should tie both your hands behind your back and do what they say in the Bible and give me your other cheek to hit too. So I'm a woman. I want to be equal. I want to be equal. I want to be just as good as you. I'm just as good as you, but I'm a woman and I'm softer and I'm less. So you can't put your hands on me, but I'm equal and I'm better. I'm equal and I'm better. But don't put your hands on me when I just talk crazy to you and do whatever to you. Like what? If y'all don't sit y'all goofy ass down somewhere. if y'all don't sit y'all goofy ass down somewhere, the logic ain't logicking. You can't say whatever you want. Listen, like my man Aaron O said, yeah. Shout out to Aaron O. The First Amendment was free speech, but guess what the damn Second Amendment was? The right to bear arms. So you need to protect your free speech. So that means you need to watch your fucking mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch what you say. Don't be just going around saying whatever to men. Don't be just disrespecting men or willy-nilly. Shout out to my man Jay Jermaine said for the game. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you. My man Ron Mack and my man Jay Jermaine. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate that. Let me give y'all a song real quick. We're going to get into it today. It
don't matter what the situation. I'm just trying to climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine.
And two women, thank y'all.
Thanks, man.
Two women said it. There ain't no reason except for self-defense. And some women don't even believe self-defense. But there ain't no reason for a man to ever touch a woman. He should just leave her alone. Number one. And then number two, I can say whatever I want to say, and nobody should do nothing to me about it. Use a effing fool. I read your super chats, big-headed girl. I'm going to read your I read your super chats. I appreciate you. Here we go. Put your hands on me, and I bet you regret it. Listen, I ain't gonna put my hands on you. I'll just us another man. I'll just use, I guess you was gonna say, I'll just use another man against you. Good luck. Listen, y'all got a lot of faith that y'all gonna make it out. Again, the benevolence of men. Y'all got a lot of faith that you're gonna make it out the situation. Ladies, when you are able, and I'm gonna get into this in a minute. We just need a couple more people to hit the Cash App, and I'm gonna get into this in a minute because this ties into that story from last night. Ladies, y'all have to protect yourselves. And the way that you protect yourself is to control yourself. Ladies, again, y'all have to protect yourself. And the best way to protect yourself is to control yourself. Listen, this is the thing. 90% of things that happen in life, you cannot control. You can never control what happens to you. The best thing that you could do is control how you deal with what happens to you. So, as a wise woman, the thing is to never put yourself in a position where you could be in a vulnerable position like that. So, if you're dealing with a civil-minded man, which you should be, a man that cares about you, which he should, a man that's honorable to you, which he should be, you should not provoke that man to wrath by your mouth. Now, of course, you're going to disagree sometime. Of course, you're not going to see eye to eye sometime. Of course, you're going to have difference of opinion. And all of that is fine. All of that is okay. What's not fine and what's not okay is for you to be trying to go toe-to-toe with a man. How do you win that? How do you win that, ladies? How do you win going toe-to-toe with a man? Shiesty bum, words is all you have for real. You ain't gonna be able to beat no man up. This ain't Marvel. This ain't no freaking Marvel movie. Words is all you got. And you good at using your words to try to destroy a man. That's what you got. But guess what a man got? His physicality. And most of the time, that's all he has. So let me get this straight. You're supposed to be able to say whatever you want to do, say whatever you want to say, act however you want to act, treat that man however you want to treat him, and then he's not supposed to be able to fight back or do anything back. How does that make sense? You got a knife. Okay, cool. You got a knife. That's cool. You got a 22. Yo, Shiesty, stop. A 22 could do a lot of damage, by the way, but still. Exactly. If he grabs any of that from her, he's done. Or if he pulls out, like, it's just silly. Why put yourself in that position is what I'm saying, Shiesty Bum. Why not just be cool? Why not just temper your mouth a little bit? Why not just exercise a little bit of self-control? All right, go ahead, Jay Jermaine. You can time her out for 5 minutes. Shout out to Jay Jermaine, who timed Shiesty Bum out for 5 minutes. Time her out for 5 minutes. Jay Jermaine, do the honors. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Shiesty Bum got 5 minutes. If you want to bring her back, it's just $10. If you want to give her a credit, y'all know what to do. Jay Jermaine could time her out for 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes, y'all. Only 5 minutes. All right, shout out to Shiesty Bum. What does the man have? The man has to control his hands every day. Don't y'all wait, hold on. Don't y'all understand that men control themselves every single day? Men control themselves every single day. Men control themselves every single day, especially with the woman that they love. Because even by accident, especially if it's a black woman, y'all gonna say some slick shit regardless. Y'all gonna do some slick shit regardless, especially if it's a black woman. Y'all gonna say some shit and do some shit. So men control themselves every day. How many times a man be like, all right, babe, come on now. Come on, babe. Come on, chill. Relax. Come on, baby. Come on now. Let's don't even fight. Let's don't even argue. It's okay. It's just a misunderstanding. It's all right. Every damn day. Every damn day. So that's where men control themselves, Shiesty Bum, every day. Most men keep themselves in check, keep themselves under control, keep their attitude under control every day. Most men do. Most men do. Exactly. We be showing great restraint. I know I do all day. Exactly. We really do, yo. We really do. A lot of men show great restraint every single day. Because some of y'all is real fly with y'all mouth and y'all don't even know no better or mind talking shit to a grown-ass man. Y'all don't mind getting in a grown-ass man's face. Y'all don't mind going toe-to-toe, blow for blow with a grown-ass man. Like, I don't understand it, but some of y'all is just out y'all tree like that. Right? Every day. That's a fact. What's up, Ski Master? Facts is, what's the L7 says, that's illogical to believe that words never warrant violence. Exactly. World history proves that to be invalid because most wars have begun over non-violent actions, aka words. That's a fact, L7. That's a fact. Shout out to Carmen. She said, I'm too pretty to risk anything happening to my face. Trying to buck up to a man is goofy. Bars, Carmen. Bars. Shout out to Carmen. Bars. You're brilliant. Bars. Like, yo, and again, I'm not saying, listen, if your man is worth his salt, he is violent. You need your man to be violent, because other than that, he is not in a position to protect you. You just don't want that violence pointed towards you. So if you're a smart woman, you would make sure that you treat your man right so that violence is never pointed in your direction. It's only pointed to protect you. You need your man to be violent. Make no mistake about it. Because if he's not fit to protect you. He can't protect you because he can't fight. He don't know how to protect himself, so he can't protect you. Best believe if a man knows how to protect himself, guess how he got that way? Through fucking fights, through fucking violence, through daggone battles. That's what's called battle tested. Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all see, this is the problem. Y'all like in 2024, y'all don't like men. Y'all like males that's like this until it's time to mix it up and get some stuff in. And then when it's time to mix it up and get some stuff in, and you see that your man can't even protect you, then you want to sit there and look with the stupid face because you don't pick wrong. But like Uncle Jeff say, there's going to come a time soon where all you women is going to be running up under these violent men because you're going to need them. Because you need them. See, in this pretty cute so-called civilized society, a pseudo-civilized society that we live in, it's okay to have this facade that, oh, well, you know, men are not violent. Oh, okay. Okay. See, y'all better get back to this. Y'all better see, this is why I swim with the sharks. This is why I watch Animal Planet. Y'all better get back to the swimming with the sharks. Shark. Understand what it is. What's that, Empress Carmen? How you doing? Most time that man start the argument because he feel like he can say what he want with no push. Well, I don't know about that, Empress Carmen. I'll be honest with you. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. So I'm like on some Superman stuff, right? With great power comes great responsibility, right? So me as a man, I'll be honest, I'm very conscious of the things that I say. I'm very conscious of how I come across because I know I could be overbearing. Some people in my family, that's my family members, like, yo, you are scary when you get an attitude. You are scary. So because I've been told that, and because I know how I give it up, I work extra hard to bring and scale my stuff all the way down. I scale myself all the way back on a day-to-day basis because I know when I turn up, it could look crazy. Because I listen, if you only knew. Shout out to Smitty's Corner, which will be used against you. Bars. So this is the thing. A lot of men, I can't speak for males again. I'm speaking for men. Most men, Empress Carmen, tone their self down and don't just say whatever. And they don't just do whatever because they understand. This is what we be talking about when you said when you're dealing with men, you understand that there's always the threat of violence. This is why men usually respect men because they understand a man at any given time can be violent. A man at any given time has the ability and the propensity for violence. This is why we say that, right? So this is why most of the time men even curtail their speech with other men, most of the time. Now, on the internet, we know that that's a different thing because a lot of men feel like they can't be touched. So they act real feminine online. They do whatever online. But in real life, men usually don't talk crazy to women. They just don't. Especially men like me. I'm not going to talk crazy to a woman for no reason. Nah. You got to start talking crazy to me or treating me crazy or whatever. And if I talk crazy to you, you better just thank God. That's a warning. Just chill. Okay? So I'm going to say to you, if I talk crazy to a woman in person, that is God talking to you to say, woman, relax and just chill because you, come on now. Y'all got to stop. Exactly. You shouldn't go toe-to-toe with a man. Well, listen, Key Renee, you need to teach that to your sisters. That need to be part. I hope that's part of your program. Do not go toe-to-toe with the man because unfortunately, a lot of women, not all, a lot of women don't, especially in this day and age, where the programming makes you think that you can go toe-to-toe with a man. If you watch these movies, you see these women kicking these dudes' butt with ease. They just be like, bing, bing, bing. And the dude be like, oh. That bing, bing, bing. Dude be like, oh. Come on, man. They be promoting it like these women. Men, that was that bar right there. Men continue to protect women from their wrath. Too many women don't recognize and revere it. Women take advantage of it instead of submitting to his protection and having a mature response in convos. Bars. Key Renee says, sounds like excuses versus what you could lose. Yeah, that was that goofy stuff. We ain't even worried about that. That was goofy, Key Renee. Listen, we just need a few more cash outs. Make sure that y'all support the show, support the movement so we can get into the main topic in a moment. We're about to get into the main topic. We just need a little bit more support, y'all. Just like a few more cash apps, at least $10 a piece. Let's support the show, okay?
To support Izzy Bands, please hit the Cash App. The Cash App is Israel Mills. That's $Israel Mills. $Israel Mills. Show your support.
No doubt. Because if y'all going to do so anyway, please do so soon. Because when I get into this main topic, I don't want to be interrupted. I want to be able to focus totally on the main topic. So if y'all would, if y'all going to send a super chat, what's planning on sending a super chat or sending a Cash App, please do so now. I know that y'all probably going to have something to say about this topic. So I will, if we get enough support, open up the panel so that y'all can talk about it. And once we open up the panel, we could flow. You know what I mean? If you want to make sure your comments are highlighted in red, just make sure you do so through the super chat or through the Cash App. That's the way that you can guarantee they'll be highlighted red. As you see, I try to read everybody's comment at least once to welcome them into the building. Shout out to my people, Truth Over Emotions. What's going on, fam? Men stop from going ham upside somebody's helmet 24/7. It's called self-control. It really is. It really is. It's called self-control. It's called self-control. It really is called self-control. That's what that's called. Shout out to my man, Truth Over Emotions. That's a fact. Every day we control ourselves, really. Most of us. If it's not a job, it's another dude or a biatch. We have great restraint. Yes, we do show great restraint. Hey, Brownie Ellie, how you doing? I ain't never heard that before. What you ain't never heard before, Brownie Ellie? I'm curious. What haven't you heard before? I'm curious about that. Let me know. That's real shit. I know. Oh, she said, I got me a violent man. Hey, no doubt. You need you a violent man. You better have a violent man. You just don't want him to be violent towards you. You better have you a violent man. You just don't want him to be violent towards you. That's really the truth. Because how else is he going to protect you if he's afraid of violence? Please, somebody, some women who don't think that they need a violent man, let me know how that man is going to protect you if he's afraid of violence. Number one. Number two, I know what you're thinking. Oh, the police. What happens when they defund the police? What happens when martial law breaks out? What happens when the system collapses? Now you understand, right? Maybe. If you're smart, you do. Learn how to shut the F up and not encourage him to go medieval on your ass. That's my man, Emperor Kojak Thought Salon. I'm not doing all that. Our ancestors fought wars, led armies, and conquered land. It's in our DNA. Today is more about stoicism. Yeah. Yeah, yo, most men do show great restraint daily, Key Renee. Yo, don't you understand that there will be a lot of people who are not here? Don't you know that when laws was different, a lot of people wasn't with us, right? You know that there wasn't a lot of people on the earth when they didn't make it. If you was a person that ran your mouth and didn't know how to get along with people or didn't know how to control that iron, or fight or war, then you wasn't with us very long. I'm gonna be honest with you. You wasn't with us very long. You know what I'm saying? This ain't brain surgery, architecture, or rocket science. It's common sense. Bars. They like males they can control. Yeah, until it come time for some action. When it's time for some action, then they want a man who's off the chain. Because that's what you're going to need. Soft black sissies that slang. Oh, Lord. If you 5'2", talking crazy to a man that weighs 50 or more pounds than you and about 2 times stronger than you, crazy are not us. Yeah, you the crazy are not us. Exactly. But that's the thing, Nico Too Smooth. Most of these women do be short and small and be talking crazy to their man and don't mind talking crazy to their man and don't mind and then don't understand why that man is looking at her like, are you out your mind? Like, are you silly? What's wrong with you? We don't let men talk to us like that in our face, but women will do it all day, every day. It's crazy. Yeah, studying wildlife and history is a great way to view life. Yep, that's how I do it, brother. You know those two of my favorite subjects, Gas Mask. That's Spider-Man. Shout out to Spider-Man. Are these the same men that will knock you to F out for reject. No, Shiesty Bum. Absolutely not. No. Guess what? No, I have never. Yo, if a woman ever rejected me, I looked at it like it was her loss. I'm not gonna be mad at her for saying she don't want me. That's her right. It's her right. Listen, it's your right to decide what you want or what you want to do or whatever. Again, we're talking about civilized men. We're not talking about knuckleheads or knuckle dragging Neanderthals. We're talking about civilized, rational men. We're talking about men. And so that's why I say men show great restraint every day. However, you should not provoke your man by just saying all kinds of crazy stuff to him because you can. Shout out to Smitty's Corner. These women learn nothing from our talk with Jay Prince. Yep, they haven't. It's all good. It's all good. Come on. No, these are not. What are you talking about? Who raised these dudes? I don't know no dudes. Now, I'm going to be honest, Shiesty Bum. And again, I know this is anecdotal. I don't know not one man who would slap a woman for not giving him her number. I don't know one man who would do it. I don't know one man who will slap the ish out of a woman for not giving him her number. And I've seen a lot of dudes get rejected before. I've seen dudes get rejected a lot. So exactly. Of course we do. What's up, Plain Jane and Bad? She said, I have had men follow me, and I have friends who have been also, and men do snap when told no. Nice women still get attacked by men. Well, I'm praying for all you good women, all you nice women who get attacked by dudes, because that's crazy. Y'all don't deserve that. That is not acceptable. It's not okay. Again, I don't believe in men abusing women. I don't believe in that at all. It's not okay. It's not all right. Now, because we're going to get into that in a second. What I'm talking about is I'm talking about women who feel like it's okay to say whatever they want and do whatever they want to men. That's what we're talking about. So, of course, that is not okay. Fellas, I'm sure I don't have to say this to my audience, but I'm just saying this out loud because I don't know who will hear this. Yo, a woman has a right to say no. A woman has a right to have her preference. If she does not disrespect you, and let me say this, it is not disrespectful for a woman to say no, she doesn't want to date you, or no, she doesn't want to give you her number, or no, she doesn't want to be with you. Leave that woman alone. If that woman says no, leave her alone. Don't follow her. Don't stalk her. Don't try to put hands on her. She has a right to say no. She has a right to say no. That's her God-given right to say no, thank you. No, I'm not interested. No, that's her God-given right. Now, ladies, let me say this. And again, I know that there's some crazy dudes out there that no matter what. So this is not what I'm talking about, okay? I know that we're not talking about the crazy dudes that do whatever because we know what they deserve. We're not talking about that. We're talking about rational-minded men. But what I'm saying is to you ladies, do me a favor. Try your best. If you are, I'm giving you the same advice that I give to my daughters. If you let a man down, be firm, but don't be mean or cruel. Never try to embarrass a man. Never try to embarrass a man. You could let a man down without trying to embarrass him. You could say no without trying to emasculate and demoralize that man. Okay? So again, that's for regular men. Again, there are some sickos out here that no matter what, it doesn't matter. However, that is the exception and not the rule. The rule is most people are somewhat level-headed and level-minded. So don't emasculate that man. Don't demoralize that man. Don't seek to embarrass that man. This is the same advice I give to my own daughters. Listen, if you don't want to be bothered, you don't want to be with the man, just say, thank you, I'm flattered. I'm in a relationship right now, and I appreciate it, but no, thank you. I'm in a relationship. and just keep it moving. Now, again, I know that there's some goofies out here. I know that there's some men who won't take no for an answer. And in that case, you got to call the police. You got to call somebody. That's without saying, right? That's without saying, right, ladies? I got y'all. I understand. I understand that that could be scary. We're not talking about that. We're talking about women right now who say whatever they want and do whatever they want and then don't expect men to do anything about it. That's what we're talking about right at this moment. Classic Creole said, I'm always in self-check mode with my man. I know how he is, and that side of him is for the world, not me. Bars, sis. That part of the world is for the world, not you. Bars. Man, I couldn't said that better. Bars, Classic Creole. Bars. Never emasculate your man. Never demoralize your man. Lift your man up. That part of him is for the world, to protect you from the world, not for you. But only if you're a woman that carry yourself like that, that's how you get that out your man. Don't talk crazy to your man. See, she said, nah, my program is accountability leave. Okay. I wouldn't agree with that, Shiesty Bum. I wouldn't agree that most men lack self-control. I would say a lot of people do, but I wouldn't say most men lack self-control. I wouldn't agree with that. I wouldn't agree with that. Choice, you said choice is the greatest superpower. Yeah, but again, you might be leaving the best man for you because you can't control yourself. And that's crazy. You might be leaving a man who would give his life for you, a man who would slay all the dragons for you, but because you can't control yourself, you leave because you can't control yourself. No, the best ability is accountability. Be accountable and do the best you can. See, when you do the best you can, you generally get good results. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to Freezer. Hey, what's up, Freezer? Salute to you. Salute to you. I love how y'all be so freely talking about how men are ultraviolet, but when women speak on how violent men are, it goes over your head. No, it doesn't go over our heads. I acknowledge it. At the same time, there's levels to it. Just because men are violent, but see, this is what happens. Some people try to weaponize the fact that men are violent to say that men exercise violence over women all the time, and that's not really true. That's what we're saying. So this is the problem. Women say like your girl, oh, well, men are violent, so they're gonna do this and this and this to you. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's the problem, Empress Carmen. When the people like your y'all hero, the unsung hero, the queef maker, how when the queef maker was talking about, oh, men are violent, so they're gonna beat, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do it. That's a lie. Because like Emperor Kojak 303 the Great said, most men show great restraint every day. Most men show great restraint every day. So most men are not using the violence against their loved ones or against the people that they love. They're not. They're using their violence to protect their loved ones and the people that they love. There's a big difference, right? Just like pew pews delete people every day, but it's really not the pew pew that deletes people. It's the people who are controlling the pew pew that delete people. Some use a pew pew for good and some use a pew pew for bad. But the pew pew itself is not bad. It's how you use it. It's the same thing with the ultra violence that you're talking about. It's how you use it. Yeah, they want to ride. They want to ride it. LOL. Me too, Ava Nicole. You too what, sweetie? You wasn't what? I may pop my shit because you popping your shit, but don't hit me. Well, no doubt, Ava Nicole. At the same time, don't jump in your man's face, and don't jump in your man's face. Don't put your hands on your man. Don't emasculate your man or embarrass your man in public like that. Don't do that. That's not smart. Not y'all using fear tactics to keep women from disagreeing. What are you talking about, Empress Carmen? How do you get that from what I said? We literally said we don't mind women disagreeing with us. Women can disagree with us all day, every day. But you realize it's not what you do, it's how you do it, right? You realize that, right, Empress Carmen? Life is very rarely what you do. It's mostly how you do it. So there's a difference between disagreeing and being disagreeable, right? There's a difference between expressing yourself and being a bitch. There's a difference between that, right? You do recognize that, right? Right? Nobody wants to be with a bitch, but most men want to be with a woman who knows what she wants and can express how she feels and what she wants. Most men don't want to be with a bitch, and there's a big difference. I don't understand why y'all don't know that, right? I don't understand why y'all don't know that, but it's okay. What's up, Big Tay 85? And you wonder why most dudes locked up for it. A ninja get too close talking some fly-ish, he catching a two-piece or that Michael Myers. Oh, Lord. You said men are thinking about violence. I didn't say men are thinking about violence every day. Why would you lie on me? I never said that. I never said they're thinking about violence every day. If a chick rejects me, that's her loss, not mine. I'm going to dust myself and try again another one. It's 30 bras for every one dude. I'm good. Exactly. She said, no, don't be trying to separate types of men who are John, separate types of. Well, see, that's crazy though, right? So you don't want me to separate different types of men, but y'all want to tell us that all women are not the same. It's not all women. That's what y'all say every day. It's not all women. It's not all women. But you're going to tell me on my show, don't separate types of men. It's not all women. If I had $1 for every time y'all say it's not all women, I'd be rich. Y'all bugging out. I'll be rich. We have B Nasty in the chat. Shout out to B Love, aka B Nasty. Oh, Space Losers. Who had Space Losers? Izzy, never seen a ninja shoot a space laser. A space laser? Bro, we not talking about space lasers, but you know what I'm talking about. Now they are triggered and just reacted to every statement. Yep. Some online say humans have reflexes, men or women. Stop hitting people and jumping in people's faces. You should have learned this in kindergarten. Use your words. Yeah, but use your words responsibly. Both men and women, use your words responsibly. Sticks and stuff. Listen, that's a lie. Words do hurt people, especially when women you weaponize their words. Shout out to Robert Williams, right? These nuts. Like 50 said, don't push me. I ain't playing. So what Izzy is saying, talk to me nice. Hey, you better treat me nice. Treat me with respect. That's all I say. Treat me with respect. Period. I do, but not everyone do. What's that? What are you talking about? Shout out to y'all. If I missed anybody, please forgive me. I was a little behind in the chat, so if I missed, Up with BM. What's up, Up with BM? Most fathers don't whip their daughters even when she needs. So what does that tell you? Exactly, Up with BM. Most fathers don't whip their daughters, especially after a certain age. Most fathers don't whip their daughters. That's true. Especially after a certain age. That's true. That's true. So that means that most men are not violent towards women, really. But hey, there's that. I think I got everybody. If I didn't, forgive me. I think I got everybody. If you want to make sure your comments are highlighted in red, make sure you hit the super chat or the Cash App. All right. Is hasn't said anything wrong now. Today is a misogynist. Next, he will be exactly. Ogun. Listen, I can't win for losing, but it's okay. I'm just gonna keep it real. One day I'm a misogynist. The next day I'm a white knight. Next day I'm a simp. Like these are some extreme terms, but hey, it is what it is. I'm just being honest because in a few minutes y'all gonna call me a simp and a white knight. So it is what it is. It's okay. I don't care who you are. Watch your mouth and conduct around me. Shout out to you, Robert Williams. Shout out to Ogun Network followers. I appreciate it. What they going to call you today, black knight or woman disliker? I know you can't win. Listen, you can't win telling the truth, bro, but it is what it is. I'm strong enough to stand on it. I'm strong enough to stand on it. I used to be rich. Smitty. I'm not rich today. I used to be rich. Crypto hasn't come back yet, and neither have my stocks. My stocks and my crypto is still down. So you seen that commercial when the crypto was up? He said, "I'm rich," and then went down like 20 seconds. Like, damn, yeah, that's me right now. That's me. Is neither. He's neither. He's a simp. He's a simp. Not a sympagamist. What? I don't know what that means. I'm neither one of those. Is what the answer is. I'm neither one. I'm not a misogynist, and I'm not a simp. I'm neither one. I just keep it real. I'm just a man that keeps it real. So we're going to get into this. So last night, I'm going to receive that though, Smitty. I'm going to receive that. But right now, my crypto is still kind of down and my stocks is really down. I need my stocks to jump back up. Okay. My crypto is down. My stocks is really down. I'm going to need my stocks to, you know what I'm saying? I need my stocks to get back right. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm well invested. So, in the meantime, between time, we're about to get into the main topic, and then I'm going to open up the panel, but we need...
To support Izzy Bands, please hit the Cash App. The Cash App is Israel Mills. That's $Israel Mills. $Israel Mills. Show your support.
No doubt. Shout out to my man Ogun Network. I appreciate you, Ogun. I'm gonna give you a song because I know you love the song. Thank you.
It don't matter what the situation. I'm just trying to climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine.
Thanks, man.
All right. So last night, I received one of the most disturbing phone calls that I got in a long time. I appreciate my homie for calling me and to for venting to me and talking himself off the ledge. At the same time, it was a very disturbing phone call. So my homie calls me and he tells me, "Yo, bro, I just got my daughter." Now, let me give you some history. His daughter and my daughter happen to go to the same college. So I won't name the college. His daughter and my daughter happen to go to the same college. The college is actually like an hour and a half away from where he lives. Okay. An hour and a half, 2 hours away, depending on away from where he lives. And so his daughter calls him and his daughter says, "Dad, you said that if I ever feel scared or if I ever feel like I'm in a position, a compromised position, to call you." So she called him. So he's like, "Baby, get out of there. Get out of there." So I guess she was at her dorm or whatever. He was like, "Just let's get an Uber. Let's get you up out of there." She didn't have access to her car or whatever the case may be. So like, "Baby, get out of there." So he jumps in the car and he's driving like 90 miles an hour as fast as he can to try to get to his daughter. His daughter is on FaceTime with him, talking to him the whole time. In the midst of the FaceTime, the dude busts in and he said, "Hey man, chill. Like it's okay. Like it's okay." And then the dude commenced to whipping his daughter's butt. Okay. Knowing that the dad was on the phone on FaceTime, he commenced to whipping her butt. Okay. And my dude is, one of them dudes who I'll put it like this. He spent time in prison for attempted deletion, right? He spent time in prison for attempted deletion when he was younger. So, and he's one of them people that's not afraid to put in that type of work. Okay. No, I see, that's what I'm saying, Empress Carmen. You didn't listen. I didn't say it was all women who are unruly. See, you don't listen, but it's okay. It's okay. You can I'll give you permission to be biased against me. I did not say it was just women who's unruly. I spoke on both sides of the fence is what I did, but it's okay. So anyhow, so he finally got there, and of course the dude was gone, did what he did to his daughter. He's on the FaceTime the whole time, seeing it, and he was like, yo, bro, I was crying the whole time. There was nothing that I could do. I was crying the whole time. He's like, there was nothing I could do because if I would have got there to that kid, it'd have been over, but I couldn't get there. He left before I got there. And so he got his daughter, took it back home with him. She's okay. She's all right. But she's trying to rush back to school because there's school and she's close to graduation or whatever the case may be. She's trying to rush back to school, and he's trying to tell her, hey, look, baby, you gotta let this situation breathe. She pressed charges or whatever the case may be, but they haven't got to her. Well, this is the thing, Tommy. He got a lot to lose, and he couldn't find the dude anyway. The dude was gone. The dude waited until they was all the way an hour and a half, 2 hours away, and was seen at the house because they have the Ring cameras and all that stuff. So he came like 2-3 hours later or whatever. So said the dorm has no security. That's odd. I think she lives in an apartment. She doesn't live in a dorm. She lives in an apartment. Like I said, she's about to graduate, so she lives in apartments that are close to the campus. So she has Ring camera stuff, but she's a grown woman. She lives in, what I'm saying? His daughter and my daughter are about the same age. They're grown women, right? They're grown women. They're about to finish college, 4-year degrees or whatever. So so he was like, yo, bro. So he was still trembling on the phone with me. He was telling me how he felt about it. And he was like, yo, bro, I'm gonna have to pray for this dude. I'm gonna have to pray for this dude because he ain't got, like, yo, what can I do? I'm gonna have to pray for him because there's only one way that we know how to handle this. There's only one way we know how to handle this. So I gotta. He was like, yo, I'm gonna have to pray for him, and I'm gonna have to try my best to let the police handle their business. He said, yo, bro, I don't believe in this, but there's only one other option, and him saying I don't want to do it. So the question is, if you witnessed your daughter being beat up on FaceTime, and the person knew that you was on FaceTime with your daughter, and they still did it anyway, what would you do? How would you handle it? Empress Carmen said, praying for them, but this is my cut to leave. I don't do the Trump. Shout out to you. My man J. Jermaine said, man. She said, shout out to them modern women. You crazy. Robert Williams said, I feel him. No doubt. Tommy B, what's up, Tommy B? Automatic crash out. Yeah, but if you can't, how do you crash out if you can't find the kid? If you can't find the kid, how do you crash out? Right? And then if you do something to him, they're going to know it was you that did it, right? Right? So number one, how do you crash out if you can't find him? But if you do find him and you do know where he's at and you do something to him, they're going to automatically know it was you, right? The authorities are going to automatically know it was you, right? Tell me that they called the cops. Yeah, absolutely. They called the cops. And she pressed charges. Poppy Blanco said, man, homie, gotta go, fam. Ninjas gotta put Buddy in the Hudson. But yo, okay, so you would do it knowing that the cops knew it was you that did it. And so at that point, it's premeditated, right? Shout out to you, Jay Jermaine. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to my man, Jay Jermaine. At that point, it's premeditated, right? So if okay, so this is the thing. He lived an hour and a half, 2 hours away. He driving as fast as he can to get to his daughter. She's in college. She's a grown woman, basically. She's in college. She's 20-something years old. She's in college, okay? He lived one place. She go to school another place. But he check on her. They're on FaceTime. This happens, and he pound. Now, prayerfully, this never happens to me because I don't stay nowhere near. My daughter is in the same college, but that's like 600, 700 miles away from me, okay? They're in the same college, but that's like 600-700 miles away from me where my daughter goes to college. That particular daughter goes to college. And the other daughter goes to college even further away than that, okay? So it's like, yo, what do you do? What can you do? So they call the police. They're waiting for the police to apprehend this kid. But Poppy, if you go by Poppy and he got to go, or you go by Tommy B and he got to go, but everything is pointing to you if that dude goes, if you get him up out of here. Now, part of the alarming, concerning thing was that she wanted to go back to school the next day. And we like, nah. We understand. We know you close to graduation. We know that you've been putting in work, but you got to take this seriously, right? Right? Now, I don't know the exact circumstance of what happened or how this happened or whatever the case may be, but I know that she was one place and he was another place, and then this happened. And then I know that that's a certain level of crazy if you know her father on the phone and you just don't care. Now, he's the type that he says he knows how things work like me. So he says, listen, if my daughter is ever gets out of order, which I know, you know, any woman can, if she ever get out of order with you or she ever get in a thing with you, yo, call me and let me handle it. Right. And he said at first, the dude would call him and they would talk about things and he was, you know, getting to know the dude and you know what I mean? But in this particular instance, he just flew off the handle and just did whatever. So what would you do? Somebody online said, child, people want a trauma bomb in here and hear what they want to hear. Sad. Yeah. Hearing what people want to hear is crazy. That's crazy. People hearing what they want to hear is crazy because instead of hearing what's being said is crazy. Yo, if y'all want to open up the panel, we just need 4 more people. If y'all want to open up the panel, we just need 4 more people, $10 a piece, and we will open up the panel. Just 4 more people, $10 a piece, and we will open up the panel if y'all want to open up the panel, okay? Just 4 more people, at least $10 a piece, and we will absolutely open up the panel, okay? In the meantime, between time, I'm gonna try to see what some of y'all said, and we'll get back to the topic, okay? It would have been a horrible setup. I'm just saying. It's always a way to get stuff done. Yeah, but not in the heat of the moment. You got to get your daughter. See, this is the thing. You got to get your daughter out that circumstance immediately. You said, how would they know? Well, if they would know because it's not a victimless crime, right? So she was a victim of a crime first. So if anything happens to the dude anyway, you know that her and her family are going to be the first people that they look at. So she as I understand, she might have poked him with a knife. She might have, you know what I mean, got him a couple of times on the way out. So he, you know, he didn't come away unscratched or unscathed. How does this story connect with the previous conversation? Was she provoking it? I don't know. And see, that's what I'm saying, Kia Renee. I was giving both sides of the story because she might not have been provoking him. That's what I'm saying. There are men who do stuff regardless. I acknowledge that. And that's why I said there's 2 sides of the story. It's two sides of the same coin. That's why I'm giving both sides of the story, right? Dude living around. Yeah, they was together. I guess they was together. They were supposed to be like boyfriend. That's supposed to be her boyfriend. It's too soon to get dude up out of there. You might have to make a call. Keep your hands clean. Yeah, but if you make a call, that's dirty. You know, if you make a call, just know that you're an accessory to the situation. Y'all know that, right? Dude was messing with me on here on YouTube. I had his IP address in less than 5 minutes. I had his address, his real name, his property tax records in less than 30. All of us can be touched. Yeah, that's bars, but yeah, Jesus, Jiminy Cricket. Plain Jane the Baddie said, the father knew this wild man was off already. Wow. Well, nah. See, that's how rumors get started. He didn't really know that the kid was off because the kid was following his rules at first. Like if he had an issue, a problem with the girl to come to him. And really, to be honest, that's the way it's supposed to work. That's why fathers used to pick their daughters' husbands to begin with, because the father and the man would have a relationship, and it was like the father was giving his daughter to that other man. And so that other man would take care of his daughter the same way the father would take care of his daughter. That used to be the ideal. Used to be the ideal that used to have little dude play sheep. Yeah. I don't know, man. But I was thinking, I'm like, damn, I'm praying that I'm never in that situation, because if I am, it's going to be a while before I can get to my daughters because they stay so far away, right? But what I will say is this, ladies, to Key Renee's point on this one, if you're with a dude who is abusive and is abusing you for no reason, and just doing that to you on a continuous basis and treating you like that on a continuous basis and for no reason, then you should absolutely get away from that dude, right? You should absolutely do your best to get away from that dude. Be as transparent with your family and your loved ones as possible so that they can help you and help you get out that situation. What's up, H-Bowl 1 in the building? That's also when women were property. But I still think, I don't know about the women being property. At the same time, I do think that is better if the father and the man have a relationship. That way the man could come to the father about whatever the daughter is doing, and then, you know what I'm saying, they could work it out, rather than, you know what I'm saying, it is kind of better when the family is involved and y'all can have an open dialogue and y'all could converse, because sometimes they can reel that daughter in, whereas the man might have more trouble. You know what I mean? I'll say this too. Be careful breaking them domestic fights, and Ninja pulling a gun out. How me cause I was breaking up him and his girlfriend. Yeah. You can't. Yeah. You do gotta be careful of that. So she had an active father and still picked the wrong man. Well, let me say this, Shicey. That's a good question. Active is relative. So him and her mother got divorced when she was fairly young, right? So he was there as much as he could be, or as much as he was allowed to be, but him and the mother got divorced. When he got all girls. This particular friend has all girls, and I think that young lady was about 10, 11 when they got divorced, something like that. And see, this is the thing. This is why it's so important for men to be in the same household as their children, right? Because a lot of times, when you are not in the same household with your children, even if you was married, you get divorced, you're not in the same household with your children, you don't know what they're being exposed to when you're not in the household. You don't know how they feel or what they really feel about you and their mother not being together. You don't know what type of adverse effects that has on them children, especially that has on them children. I can't even say especially one or the other, but it has very big effects on children when their parents are not in the same home. Because you don't know what that woman is telling her. You don't know. So this is one thing. The mother that I know for a fact, he was telling me, she let her daughters date when they was like 14 years old and 13 years old. Most dads will not allow their daughters to date no dudes when they're 13 and 14 years old. Most dad will wait until they're like at least 16, 17 to let them start seeing a boy, but it's definitely gonna be supervised. Most dads ain't going for it. So, but most moms are lenient. Key Renee, stop giving people bad advice. Most moms are lenient. I hope you're talking about if they're in an abusive situation. Yeah, I don't think that if you're in an abusive situation that you should stay. I don't think that. But most women are not necessarily in abusive situations. Most of the time, they be talking their junk and acting crazy and acting up. And then the man, you know what I'm saying, do whatever, and it be like that. That's the difference. That understand that if you're a woman that be running her mouth all the time or be putting hands on a man, you're not in an abusive situation unless you're the one that's abusive. You understand that, right? You understand that if you're a woman that be emasculating your man, that be sitting there always in your man ear, sitting always on your man, sitting always abusing your man, and you put hands on your man and he put hands on you back, that's not you being abused, right? You do understand that. I'm talking about women who haven't done anything to deserve it, and dudes are just going upside their head for whatever reason. That's an abusive relationship, and you should not be in that. My dad don't run my life, and he'll probably be on my side. See, there you go. There you go. I'm not turning. See, what are you talking about? Hey, yo, y'all put $10 on playing Jada Batty head so she could listen more. Y'all, somebody put $10 on plain Jane and Batty head and give it 5 minutes in a box. Why are you turning this on mothers? Your topic is sounding sketchy right now. What the put $10 on her head, somebody, because what is she talking about? That don't even make sense. How am I turning it on mothers? Someone made a comment that I'm replying to. Somebody put $10 on her head, give her a timeout, please. Give her a little timeout, and then we'll just need 3. We'll just need 3. I'm not mad. What? I'm not mad at all. I just think you need to learn how to listen. I'm not mad. I'm just going to teach you a lesson on how to listen. You good? You just get 5 minutes in the box. Somebody will do it pretty soon. It's all right. Don't worry about it. It'll be okay. You can come back in 5 minutes. I'm not mad at all. I just don't reward bad behavior. I wish this was anonymous and not your man's. Too many missing details to formulate a fair opinion. Shout out to that. Yeah, but I didn't say who it is, so we could I could fill in as much as I can. You can ask me questions, Corey. I could fill in as much as I can. Because I didn't hear the single mom song. Now I never heard the single mom song. How much time will $20 buy? $20 will buy 10 minutes, Kojak. 303 the great. Shout out to my man. All right, give her 10 minutes. Go ahead, my man, and give her 10 minutes in the box. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. We just need 2 more people, at least $10 a piece, and we will open up the panel. 2 more people, at least $10 a piece. We'll open the panel. Shout out to my peoples. I don't know if you want me to say your name. Go ahead and give her 10 minutes timeout. Just 1 10-minute timeout for right now. I appreciate it. Relax yourself. Relax your throat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Salute.
I got money.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Single Mom by Brandon Jamal. That is too relevant to a lot of things you be saying, and it's funny. Oh wow, I've never seen it. That's crazy. I've never seen it. I promise. I swear. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I've never seen it. I've never even heard of it. Okay, shout out to my man Cajun Dartfire. Thank you so much, Cajun Dartfire, for putting that 20 on the head. I appreciate you, brother. Salute. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. My man JJ Main said, yo, you need to tell this truth about how fathers go through this. Yes. Yo, that's real. That's real, J. Jermaine. So this is a lot of things that people want to sweep under the rug. Part of the thing that nobody ever wants to talk about is the fact that the way that women raise their children and the way that men raise their children is oftentimes very, very different. Children need structure and order that most men provide. Most men have a line and a barrier that they will not cross for nothing in the world, right? So with that being said, a lot of women are very lenient on their children and actually I believe, push their children towards promiscuity. Oh, it's okay. Oh, that is kids be letting their damn daughters go to the prom. Listen, my daughter, listen, I'm not exempt. I'm not exempt. Me and my ex-wife been divorced since my children were since damn 2006. So my children were damn 2006. This is 24, 18 years. That's 18 years. We've been divorced since 2006, 18 years. So my children were young when we got divorced. So my girls went to prom, even though I said I did not want them to, even though I spoke against it. Most women do what they want to do with your children once they have them to themselves. If they are the custodial parent, this is the funny thing about it. I'm going to get all the way in there. I got you, JJ, man. The funny thing is most women will fight you to be the custodial parent of the children, but still allow them kids to do what they want to do. Most women nowadays that I know of, they will try to control the man that they're with more than their own damn kids. Can you tell me what type of shit is this? Most women nowadays will do more to try to control, to try to speak to try to make the man do this or that more than they make their own kids do this or that. And they will, again, not all, most women will fight you for custody of that child, but still let the children do anything. Case in point, my children's mother, who is my ex-wife, let my girls go to prom on 9th grade. One of my daughters went to the 9th grade prom, went to the 10th grade prom, the 11th grade prom, and the 12th grade prom. I'm like, what type of stuff is this? What type of foolishness is this? She got no business. Oh, well, that's just her friend's prom or her family prom. Like, no. To me, a girl should only go to her senior prom. She going to all these proms for? What's she going to all these proms for? She should go to her senior prom. Why is she going to prom in the 9th grade? Why are you sitting there promoting this young girl having a boyfriend? Exactly. That's how I feel, man. Only one prom, senior prom. Boy, it's only one damn prom. You talking about home? No, I'm not, Empress Carmen. Listen, Empress Carmen, that's not true. I don't know where you live at, but where I live at, they do an 11th grade prom and they do a 12th grade prom. Okay? And I'm a man, I'm not a boy. They do an 11th grade prom and they do a 12th grade prom. But guess what? If the fucking mother is a menace, she'll allow her 9th grade-year-old daughter to go to an 11th grader's prom. She'll allow her 9th grade, her 10th grade daughter to go with another 11th grader for the prom. And when she's in 11th grade, it's her prom. And when she's in the 12th grade, it's her prom. Duh. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. It ain't no goddamn homecoming. It's a fucking prom. I know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Tommy B, who went to 4 proms. I know what I'm talking about. So when y'all here correcting me, make sure you know what you're talking about, because I know what I'm talking about. Classy Creole said, I seen it happen. Nah, it's not getting to me, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying when you and not getting to me, but I'm just gonna cook your ass. I'm just letting you keep trolling, cook your ass. You can troll all you want, but just know that I'm gonna say something back. Shout out to you. You know I got love for you. But I'm just gonna cook your ass now. Just stop playing. Hey, some girls do go to prom all 4 years. Yeah, they do, Miss Jill 1990. And I think and I never wanted that for my daughters. I don't think that that's cool or okay. But guess what? Unfortunately, when you're not in the home with your children, a lot of times the mothers don't give a fuck what you want. They don't give a fuck what you think. They don't care how you want to raise your children. So this is the dilemma that a lot of us as fathers are in. We signed up to be husbands. We signed up to be fathers. We signed up to be in our children's life. But if things don't work out with the mother, then we are ostracized out of our children's lives. What they call it? Parental alienation? I'm not yelling at you. You need to stop it. I'm not yelling at you. You need to stop. Now I know you're trolling. Shout out to Robert Williams. Right on is 4 proms is unnecessary. He said, I went to 2 and 2 chicks invited me. Shout out to you. But that's how she did. I'll be honest. That's how my daughter did through her mother. She went to 2 that she was invited to, and the other 2 were her proms. They have a junior prom and a senior prom. Yeah, we become babysitters. It's unfortunate, it's crazy, J. Jermaine. And nobody don't hardly speak about that, right? Like when you get divorced or when you break up, and the ideology and the mindset of that mother who fight to be the custodial parent of that child, and you leave your children with that mother, and she do whatever she want with them children, whatever she see fit. And a lot of times it's just on some fun girl type stuff. She want to be a friend to them children. She don't want them children to dislike her. She want them children to think that she's the coolest and the best in the world. Right? Right? So she not really raising them kids. She trying to be their bestie. So she letting them kids do it. Oh, it's just prom. It's just innocent. It's just sweet. Oh, it's just shut the. It's just. I've heard women say, don't worry about what your daddy think. I'm your mama. Bars. It's whatever, right? I hate that ish. Yep. We all know Iz was cheesing seeing baby girl. Oh, no, he wasn't. No, the hell he wasn't. No, the hell I wasn't. I thought 9th grade and 10th grade was way too young for her to be going to no prom. I thought that 9th and 10th grade was way too young for her to be going through no prom. So the problem is a lot of times as fathers, we're put in very vulnerable positions. We're put in very, very vulnerable positions because it's crazy because, when everything goes wrong, you're the main one and you're the number one person that everybody goes to fix it. But 9 times out of 10, as a father, you're not the one that messed it up. You're not the one, because especially in this day and age where you don't even live with your children to begin with. Right? And then you have a dude like me who is fighting his very best to stay in his child's life, to stay every day with his child, but then someone else will make it challenging or make it difficult, where you got to even question your own damn philosophy and your own damn beliefs in order to try to mitigate making it work. Because you understand and you know for a fact that your children are negatively affected when you're not in the house with them. That's male and female. A father knows his children are negatively, adversely affected when he's not in the home with them. My man J. Jermaine said, fortunately, my baby mama is smart, so I have smart kids, LOL, so she's still hood, though. Shout out to prom is overrated anyway. The best thing was take a picture. Shout out. Y'all move states away from the kids and it's on the moms. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. This is what I'm trying to say. And this is a good point, Shicey. That's actually a good question. When you, and this was the point I was trying to make earlier. This is why I believe women and men should try their best and do their best to work together. Because when a man has to move out of the house and he has to take care of himself and take care of his family, guess what? Survival is the number one thing. So there's no guarantee. Let me just put it out there right now. If I had, guess what? I'm gonna be super transparent right now. I don't have no family that lives in Alabama. And most of my friends and homies that lived in Alabama don't live in Alabama no more, including one of my best homies that I came out here with. Most of my friends that I came out to Alabama with, that I'm super cool with, don't live in Alabama no more. I don't have no family in Alabama. So if me and my BM were to break up or not to be together, guess what? 9 times out of 10, I would have to move. I would have to move to a different state. You see how that works? 9 times out of 10, I would have to move to a different state for better opportunities, for better financial opportunities, to be able to take care of my business, to be able to take care of all the things, all the obligations that I have. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a great question, Shicey Bum. Actually, I know you're trying to be funny, but that's a great question. Y'all move states away from the chicks, from the kids, and it's on the moms. Well, a lot of times it is, because if you're sitting there and you're trying to work with that mother and she refuses to work with you, or she's making your life difficult, whose fault is it? When you're doing everything that you can to stay a part of your children's life, whose fault is it? But you ain't supposed to put no hands, but you ain't supposed to raise your voice, but you ain't supposed to curse that bitch out, right? You're supposed to just be cool and let everything slide. Nah, yo. Nah. So when it comes to survival, and most dudes are benevolent, they're going to let you have the house. They're going to let you have the most of the stuff. And they'll be the ones to go. But when they go, they got to provide something else for themselves. So that means that you cannot be stuck in one place. You probably got to go somewhere else. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. That's part of the issue. You can't have it both ways. You can't do whatever you want to do and then expect that man to stay there without any repercussion. Then if he just leaves, then he's leaving his children, and there's no guarantee that he could just stay in the same state. There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that he could see the child with the same frequency. There's no guarantee. More than likely, he won't be able to. There's no guarantee. It changes the whole dynamic of the relationship. This is what I'm saying. And most people don't have the wisdom or the foresight. Most women don't care to even think about, how is this affecting the children? Especially, how is this affecting the children on a long-term basis, right? Shout out to the Superman, $5. Is in 8th grade, Empress Carmen went to 2 proms and had a boyfriend with his CDLs in an accurate legend. Oh my God. What? Oh Lord. That's a lot. That's very descriptive. I don't know. That's kind of like doxing. I don't like that.
Hope you don't mind if I say this out loud. How wonderful life is, 'cause you're in the world.
I'd like to welcome y'all.
That's crazy. She said, we're talking out your ass, girls. Well, super. I didn't even go to prom till 12th grade. Didn't date till I was grown. Find someone else to play with. Shout out to Empress Carmen. What's up, Prime in the building? What's going on, Prime? I know Empress can handle herself. Shout out to Empress. Yo, if y'all want to open up the panel, we just need 2 more people, at least $10 a piece, and we will open up the panel and chop it up. So back to the situation, back to the story, right? My man Poppy Blanco. FaceTime dads are horrible. Exactly. But but that's the thing, Shiesty Bum. FaceTime dads are horrible. But what do y'all think? Like, I don't understand what y'all think. If y'all saying that most black men are not rich or not wealthy, and let's just say that black man does earn $100,000 a year. But let's say that he has a home and that mortgage in that home is at least, we'll go low. We'll say like $1,500 a month. And then he was paying the bills in the house or whatever. So his monthly bills came out to about $6,000 a month. Let's just say 6,000 total. Where's the money coming from? They did this breakdown the other day on Hamp Show. Shout out to This Might Be Risky. Where's the money coming from? This is what I'm saying. A lot of time, and this is how they are milking the black community and messing the black community up. This is why we can't get ahead, a lot of us. They're using our women to milk us for our money to try to take care of our children. This is why so many brothers are opting out this shit. Because what y'all don't realize is y'all just looking at it from a selfish perspective and a selfish point of view, because most men are benevolent. Most men let you keep the house. Most men let you keep the cars, whatever. Or a lot of you come with houses and cars, cool. But most men just be like, all right, and they just go. But that man has to go and then establish himself by himself. That costs money. That's 2 different households. Why don't y'all understand this? That means he's taking care of himself and his household, then trying to take care of you and your household, and whatever other priorities he has, he's taking care of that. That is spreading way too wide and way too thin. Where all you got to do is fix your funky ass, nasty attitude. All you got to do is fix the way you look at things just a little bit, so y'all could work together, so y'all could build together, so y'all could build something. And that money that both of y'all bringing into the house, he can use your money for investments and his money to take care of the bills. And you still got lots of money because he ain't taking all your money, and y'all could build an empire. But no, niggas can't do that shit. Why? We can't do that, right? We'd rather be at odds and be mad and be upset and talk crazy to each other and treat each other crazy than working together and building on some solid ground, right? Than to giving our children an opportunity to have a better life than we have, right? Than to give our children a solid foundation and let them springboard off of that, right? Nah, we'd rather be independent, Miss Independent. I ain't no child. I ain't no kid. I ain't your child. You ain't my daddy. Right? Right? Yep, it comes down to men versus the state. Yep, exactly. Bars. What's up, April Carter? How you doing? Good to see you. She said, I went to all my proms. My parents were watching. Shout out to you. We as men must always put ourselves in a position of power, or else we have no power. Right. But what does that take, Corey? You're absolutely 100% right. But that takes 2 things, time and money, or time and or money, right? So that's the thing. And that's the position. And that's the problem. Right? She dumb as F. She think a man won't knock life out. Easy Bands. What else do you expect from these queens? You know hyenas eat their cubs. Wow. Damn. God, though. Preach. She said, I love this narrative that all relationships fail because women and they mouth. No, see, that's what I'm saying. How do y'all get? It's not a narrative that all relationships fail because of women, but it is a telltale sign that if you are a woman that run your mouth, shut the fuck up. That's what it's a sign of. Shut the fuck up. Stop complaining. Stop fucking emasculating your man. Stop treating your man like shit. You with a fucking winner and you running your mouth. Like, shut the fuck up. That's the problem. You with a winner running your mouth, fucking up the bag. Shut up and treat your man with respect. Shut up and treat your man right. Shut up and treat your man like the king that he is, and so y'all could win. That's what I'm saying. Not all women mess it up or all women don't, because there's some good women out there that know how to treat a man. There's some good women out there that know how to do right by the man. And guess what? She happily married, getting whatever the fuck she wanted in life. More than likely. Corey said, my ex played with me one time and ended up homeless for 2 years. Position of power. Shout out to Corey Love. Now, you got to admit, Corey, your situation was a one-off situation because most people don't get off like you did. Shout out to you. But you got to admit that because you said you had a homeboy that was in a similar situation and it didn't end up the same way, right? So we got to identify that as well. Shout out to my man Poppy Blanco. Izzy Bands, the reason why is because hyenas are incapable of love. God, dog. Poppy said it, not me. Poppy said it, not me. She said, never mind that men cheating on a woman or having a baby on a woman, but them smart mouth women, yeah, they the reason. So how many dudes have babies on their women? Not many dudes have babies on their women. That's an outlier, right? I know of a couple of situations, but I know a whole lot more dudes who are faithful to their girl or who be holding their girl down and treating their girl well and doing a lot for their girl and a lot for their family. So what if he's not cheating? And see, that's another thing. Unfortunately, when a lot of women think that when they got a man and he's only faithful to her, they treat that man like shit. Let's just keep it real. It's another side to it. If a man don't have multiple women, unfortunately, some women look at that shit as weakness and treat that man like shit. So I don't know a whole lot of men that got babies on their women. I don't know a whole lot of men like that. So again, that's anecdotal, but I don't know a whole lot of men like that. Some men, I've heard of it. I've seen it happen, but I don't know a whole lot of men that have a baby on their girl. Most of the dudes that I know are faithful to their women, are cool, because most of the dudes I know have had lots of women. So they're not worried about, they're not thinking about no other women. One woman who could do right by them, who could treat them right, they good with. They're okay with. They don't need, because it's a lot of headache. At my age, it gets to be a lot of headache having a lot of different women, okay? I'm older, so there's that too, right? A lot of dudes did that when they was young. How you back your 3 bags, leave. Wait, what you say? How you back your 3 bags, leave, and then blame the mom? You said pack my bags? You don't want to know. You don't want to know that situation. Fuck it. Let's go. So pack my bags because ultimately my ex-wife used to play with the police. She used to play police games. Okay. So that's why I ended up leaving. And she played one too many police games with me. She wanted to control the situation, and she couldn't control nothing with me without trying to involve the police. So what she did was she told me that if I didn't do what she wanted me to do, she was going to tell the police that I threatened to delete her. Okay? That's what she did. And it broke my heart. And I was like, yo, I'm not going to deal with this no more. And I left. But that's what happened. So you can feel about that how you want. She threatened to call the police on me and lied that I said I was going to delete her. And it was back in the days where that shit worked, because it was right after that Nicole Simpson, Ron Goldman situation. God rest his soul. It was right after that, I think. Somewhere right after that. So they was real heavy in the early 2000s. They was real heavy on that. A woman's word was just whatever she said, they was on it. And she knew it. And she used to try to use that to her advantage back then. Okay. And so I had been through a lot of situations with that. And I just got tired of it because I couldn't build anything. I went from having a lot to not having nothing at all, messing with in and out in and out, back and forth. And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it anymore. So that's what happened with that. That's what happened with that. And you can't lie on me if I ain't in the same state. You just look like a fucking fool. You can't lie on me if I ain't in the same state. You just end up looking stupid. So, hey, I got tired of it. I loved my children to life, still came back for their birthdays, still came back for holidays, still came back as much as I can, living mad states away. Talked to them almost every day at one point, even went back to North Carolina after a while. But again, you ain't gonna sit there and play with them police games with me. I'm sorry. One too many times. I spend more money than I spend more money than my child support pay. Exactly. All of us do. Yo, and that's a whole nother thing. Yo, that's a whole nother thing. Not to mention, since you want to go there, not to mention that I didn't even know I was on child support until I didn't know I was on child support until freaking 2 years later. When they was taking money out my check. I was supposed to be on child support because I was still sending money to my kids. I was still going to my kids' birthdays. I was still going to my kids for the holidays. I was still supporting my children. My girls call me, Daddy, I need $300. Daddy, I need this for this. Daddy, I need that for that. My son called me, Dad, I need this. I give it to him. She lied and told them people when I moved out of state, and I didn't even know it. She put a court case on me. I didn't even know it. Told them people that she ain't seen me. She ain't know what I was since 2006 when we got divorced. So that was a damn 7-year period where they made it seem like I ain't give that girl nothing. And they put me on the rears, if you want to keep it real. So I was on the rears on child shit. I'm still on the rears on child support behind that. I ain't paying that shit. I ain't paying that shit. Fuck them. I ain't paying that shit. I ain't paying it. So, hey, listen, I take care of my children. My children are in their 20s. I take care of my children, but I'm not going to double pay shit. I'm not paying that shit. Not. So, hey, listen. When you talk about somebody who know how the game go, when you talk about somebody who been through it, when you talk about someone who been through the ringer, I've been through it. I had one of those, and she won't even no ratchet. She won't even from the hood. Ain't never smelt the hood. She ain't never smelt the hood. And did all kind of bullshit. Because she couldn't control me, because I wouldn't comply. She thought that, she was just going to get her way if she said she was going to call the police, and then I'll just come back. And then when I didn't, she got mad, lied to them people. I don't even know when she went. Lied to them people, told them people she ain't seen me or heard me from me since we got divorced. And I had just left that house. Paying for my children, paying the bills in the house, taking care of my children. So yeah, you can miss me with all that. You know what I'm saying? But the worst part about it is the children are the ones that suffer. And they'll tell you, they could call me, and they hit me up. They're grown. If I got it, I'm going to give it to them. If I don't got it, I don't got it. But they're grown. Grown people, 20-something years old people. And you telling me about some child support? Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. 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 Mm-hmm. So, yeah, there's that. Yo, if y'all want to come up on the panel, we just need 2 more people. Oh, y'all might want to hurry up because I got to go pick up my son. But anyway, if y'all want to come up on the panel, y'all just need 2 more people, at least $10 a piece. And we got at least maybe 40 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. If y'all want to open up a panel, but y'all might want to do that soon because we don't got a whole bunch of time. Got to pick up my son early. Yeah, she played a victimhood game. Shout out to Big Tay. And women do this, call the cops to check you. Yeah, yes. Especially back then. I don't know about now, because thank God my son's mother don't play them police games, right? My ex-wife played them police games. My son's mother don't play them police games. Glory be for her, right? She don't play that police games, right? But my ex-wife, that's how she used to try to control me, control the situation. She would call the police. If I didn't do what she wanted me to do, if I bucked or I said something she didn't like, she would try to call the police on me. And back then, I don't know how it is now. Back then, if it even was any type of domestic complaint, you had to stay away from your house for 48 hours. Is it like that now? Again, this is almost 20 years ago, so I don't know nothing about that now. But is it like that now? If you would have to stay away from your house for at least 48 hours. Is it like that now? Even if you was accused of any type of domestic situation, you have to stay away from your house for 48 hours. How is it now, y'all? She said exactly what I've been saying. Leave. You left. You used your common sense. You didn't put your hands on her even after she provoked. Oh, she got. Oh no. Let me not lie. I had to put hands and feet on her before because she put hands and feet on me. Let me not lie and try to make it seem like, oh, I've put hands and feet on her before. I'm not even gonna tell that lie. Try to play like I ain't put hands and feet on her before. I have, but again, that was only after. But in that particular situation, nah, I wasn't gonna do that. Shout out to Superman. Thank you. Ignore Sugar Bomb. She has 8 kids, a double chin, and dirty drawers. She typing right now with her wig on backwards. Shout out to you, Superman. Thank you so much, Superman, for coming through. Superman coming through with the double and triple.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
So
hope you don't mind if I say this out loud. How wonderful life is, 'cause you're in the world.
Yo. Hey, Trinidad T, how you doing? May you please hurry and open the panel, please? I'm broke. Wait till next week, please. Shout out to you, Trinidad T. I don't know. We need 2 people to at least give us $10 a piece, and we can open up the panel, Trinidad T. Shout out to you. I just finished in 2023 back pay. Wow. Shout out to you, Robert Williams. That's crazy. Yo, man. Listen, bro. I'm finished, bro. I'm tired. I'm gonna get an attorney and work on it, because yo, you ain't gonna like extort me. I already done paid that shit. I already done took care of my kids. My kids are grown. Like, you gonna try to play me like you ain't seen me, you ain't heard from me, you ain't know nothing about where I was at since we got divorced when we were still living together. Like, come on, fam. Like, yo, that's crazy talk, man. That's crazy talk, man. So, yo, I just got to get an attorney and stuff on it, but I got so much other stuff going on that I will eventually, though. I will eventually, but I'm not doing it because it's been some stuff that's went down since then. Like, she tried to play me, right? She had took me off. Our agreement was she was gonna take me off. She had took me off. And I started, because that was right when both my girls started going to college. And so I started paying double and sometimes triple what the child support was, so each girl could get a set amount, because my son was living with me. So that's a whole nother thing. She was getting child support and my son was living with me a lot of that time. So that's a whole nother thing, but we won't even go into that. But the child support, I had made it so both the girls could get a certain amount for college, because I told them I was never paying for their college, because the way I raised them, they were smart enough to get scholarships. And to their credit, one of my girls graduated with a 3.5. The other one graduated with a 3.7 GPA. Shout out to them. They did what they were supposed to do. But I had already told them I was not paying for college, right? I told them that early. I told them I'll buy them a car, but I was not paying for college. But anyway, and it's a long story, but it's a lot with that. I tried to give my daughter a car, and their mother got in the way of that. But anyway, so the way I did it was she took me off child support. So my agreement was I was gonna double up and sometimes triple up, so the girls could have that money. It would go towards their college, right? because she knew she wasn't putting me on it. She was supposed. Don't y'all know that out of nowhere, this chick, I get papers talking about I'm back on child support. I gotta pay, and they gonna garnish my. I'm like, yo, fuck that. When that happened, I ain't pay a dime since then. I ain't paid shit since then. No, like you ain't gonna keep playing with me. You ain't keep playing with me. No. So we're gonna handle that. But anyway, we're gonna handle that. But yeah, she was supposed to have, because like I said, my youngest child with her is 21. My youngest child with her is 21, gonna be 22 this year. So she was supposed to have been disbanded that. But I guess she tried to use, I don't know. I think she tried to use that my child is still in college and she's not 26 or something. I don't know what she doing, but I'm not about to play with them. Is I finished paying after becoming a grandfather. Wow, yeah, that shit is wild, bro. Yeah, y'all support the Izzy Bands channel. Y'all support In the Clouds Rolling. Shout out to you. Speaking of sons, y'all tell me why my son figured out how to take his diaper off. Boy took his diaper off and that's hilarious. Hey, they do that. When the air hits the talawhacker, it makes them, you know what I'm saying? It makes them pee. So yo, welcome to motherhood. Shout out to Empress Carmen. Welcome to motherhood. Shout out to you and those beautiful boys. Shout out to that, man. Welcome to motherhood. That's what happens. Right? All the single moms in the chat, Matt. Hey, I don't give a fuck. Wow, you got physical with your ex-wife? Not good. So? You don't know what she did to me? I don't care what you think. You don't know what she did to me? Shit. If you knew what she did to me, you wouldn't be saying that. Corey said, that's crazy. What if the house indeed is in your name? I know. Yo, Corey, let me tell you this. This chick, the house indeed was in my name. This chick forged my name off the deed. She forged my name off the deed, bro. If I'm lying, I'm flying. My right hand to God, bro. If I'm lying, I'm flying, and I don't got wings. This chick was diabolical. She had her. I don't even want to. She forged my name off the deed. I'll just put it like that. My right hand to God. If I'm lying, I'm flying. May I fall dead right now. My right hand to God, my word is bond on my life. She had somebody to forge my name off the deed to my house. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Shout out to Trinidad T. All right, Trinidad T. I'm going to drop the link right now because I know you got to come on right now. And you got to get off. Thank you so much, Trinidad T. I appreciate it. You got to get off on your curfew. Don't get in trouble. Do not get in trouble. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. Here you go. Do not get in trouble. You got like 13 minutes. Here you go. Got 13 minutes. Here you go. Here's the link. Y'all could come up, man. The panel is now open. Shout out to her. I appreciate you.
Hope you don't mind if I say this out loud. How wonderful life is, 'cause you're in the world.
Make money, make money. When shit hit the fan, we'll take money.
Shout out to my man Jay Jermaine. Thank you, Jay Jermaine. What you say, brother? He said, I'm timing out. Okay, shout out to you. Give her 5 minutes in the box. Shout out to Jay Jermaine for timing out Sugar Bum again, giving her something to think about. What she say on the super chat? Shout out to Sugar Bum with the super chat. She said, Superman, I ain't your bald-headed slappy mammy. Shout out to crazy. What's up? What's going on, lady? How you doing? She said, Superman, I ain't your bald-headed. Yeah, turn that off.
Yes, I muted the TV. Hi, Mr. Israel. This is a great topic.
How you doing? Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, hold on real quick. Temper Supreme, just 25 for you. Just 25. I appreciate it. Do a cash out. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, so today, Mr. Israel. Today is my day off. So I got time today. So I was like, I support all you guys from the Fight Club. I learned now y'all all got your own channels. This child support thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say, may I please speak without any interruption, please?
It depends
Please.
on what you say. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. One, I have, we all know I have, my child is 18 now, but, never, never, and this is a good topic. I'm so happy. That's why I put my little $20. Yeah, man. But that's why I put my little money up in it so I could speak. But never put the white man in your business. As a woman, let me calm myself down. Be a lady T. Be a lady T. Be a woman. You have to accountable to yourself. You cannot blame the father. I don't understand this. I could be wrong. I don't believe in child support. I don't believe in bringing a third party in our business. Now, if you say you're going to give me XYZ, then that's what you do. If you don't, you don't. But that's my responsibility. I'm passionate right now. This is a good topic. That's my responsibility. That's my baby. That's my child. It's our child. It's ours. We're not going to put a third party, which is the white man, into it because that's causing confusion. It causes confusion. So, no. If you can't do, maybe that month you can't do, whatever. I bust my ass. Ooh, I curse. I'm sorry.
Good, you good.
I bust my butt. I bust my butt. You can't do it. I don't depend on you. You can do it, then do it. We are the parents. This stays between us. That's our child, our baby.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to take responsibility. I'm going to take accountability of mine. Okay? Whether you was in the picture or you're not, that's mine. That baby was inside of me. You gave him to me. And it's your responsibility as a man. You're the father. You know what you have to do. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And he was good. He was, ups and downs and ups. We were young. What is this? The baddie? Oh my God, I had this on the charger. Yeah, we were young. So I'm not gonna blame him because he stepped up. As we get older, as we gotten older, he stepped up.
Mm-hmm.
And so did I. I'm working 2 jobs, going to school. Are we kidding me? That's my baby, my child, my responsibility.
Well, it's really y'all child, but I understand the sentiment. It's
That's
really
what I'm
y'all.
saying. That's our
Right.
child.
But you don't believe.
Wait. I'm not gonna take this away from his father because when I was in school, 3-hour courses, 3 hours courses, he was right there, me being pregnant. So I'm not going to take that away from him. But I don't believe in a child support system because it's a vendetta. It's a vendetta.
Right.
Oh, I'm so passionate about this.
But hold on, I agree with that. So what it is I agree with the sentiment that says that listen, women should not put their black man on child support because again, most of the time the black man that gets put on child support is the black man that actually cares for them children because they know that if they put a brother that don't care nothing about it, it don't matter anyway. So usually it's the brother that's gonna take care of them kids, work for them kids, has a heart for them children. That's usually the one that gets put on child support, unfortunately. but it is that type of way. I
You're,
hate it, but it is
you're,
what it is.
you're right on that. You're right on that. You know, when I see when my baby was like 3, 4 years old, five, toddler stage, and I see his father pushing him on a swing in the park, like that's beautiful, sentimental moment. Now let's fast forward. Let's be. Oh my goodness. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Okay. Now, it was a point of time. I believe I was pregnant at 19 and had my son at 20. And I was in school at 21, 22, 23, one of them years. And I had to get public assistance. Let's be honest and real with it. When you apply for that, they ask you for the father's business.
Right. Yeah, they take it out.
Was he locked up? Was he this? Yeah, they ask you for audit. You don't want, and women, if y'all listening, y'all think that little $25 a week or whatever y'all get a month, y'all making life harder for yourself. I had to do it one time for food stamps because I worked a full-time job. Okay? I wasn't able to get health insurance because I worked a full-time job. I was only eligible for the food stamps. This was when I was in college. Okay? Let's be honest. They asking for his business. And a lot of women, I'm from Philly, so I know the game. A lot of women, they have it on their application. I don't know my father. They know the baby father, but they don't know the baby daddy because they don't want to put them on child support. There's a reason for that. These women that want to put their sons, and I want a woman to come up here. Please, Mr. Israel said that panel is open. Women, if you disagree with me, come up here, please, because most women, for real, they protect their son's father or child's father. Let's be I'm keeping it all the way real.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Because on the application, it has so many questions about the child's father, and you can exempt. I don't know the child father. The child father is locked up. Oh yeah, I remember it. Oh yeah,
Right. But I don't think. But I have to disagree with you. I wouldn't say most women protect the child's father, because this is why there's so many men right now complaining about child support and complaining about it, because the women don't necessarily protect.
Mr. Israel, I appreciate you, but me and you, we're gonna have a back and forth, because
I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that.
I'm sorry, we're gonna be cutting each other off. I'm sorry, because I'm passionate about this.
I got you. Hold on for 1 second. We don't have to cut each other off. I can let you talk, and then you can let me talk, and then I can let you talk. We don't have to cut each other off. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm just so passionate. I know this is your channel. I'm getting too excited.
Right. What about the time? What about the time though? Because I don't want you to get in trouble and then it'd be a problem. I don't want that to happen.
No, he's cool. He cool. His uncle birthday today. He up in Philly right now. He up. What is that? Southwest. He all right.
All right now, dude, you know what I'm saying? He think he told you 2 o'clock. He told 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever. I don't know about that.
I feel free. I'm good. But no.
Yourself in trouble now.
Child support. I don't believe in child support. I don't.
Yeah, now we agree on that.
I would want a female to come up here to dispute what I have to say, because I would never want a third person in our business. Mr. Israel, if you and I had a child, whether it was our child was 10 years old, I don't want that. Cause then I would have to take off of work. You would have to. It take too much energy. Too much. I want us to be responsible adults. And if you can't be a responsible adult, it's cool. I'll handle it. I really like mature. Like, okay, I would love a woman to come up here.
Yeah, she
Dispute
said,
me, please.
no doubt. Y'all got a little bit of time if y'all want to dispute what Trinidad is saying. Like, listen, I agree with you that women should not include a third party in their relationship. It took, and that's the thing that I was saying. It took the man and the woman coming together to make the child. And so most men, especially if you married the woman, most men are not trying to leave their children or abandon their children. They're trying to take care of their children. So the crazy thing is for that person to sit there and try to add, but a lot of times, like you said, it's out of spite. It's out of spite. It's out of spite, and it's out of anger and trying to be malice. And that's all it is. It's a form of control. Go ahead, Corey. Please, Corey, mention the elephant in the room. Corey, go ahead. Mention the elephant in the room, Corey. What's up, Rosone? Yo. Empress Carmen said, I don't believe in child support either. Shout out to you. Yeah, I don't. If black women don't fill out of guilt their loss, if black women don't file out of guilt their loss, white women be filing quick. They do not play. Children are expensive. The state is not going to take care of what deadbeat dads should pay. But this is the thing, right? A lot of the dads that get taken for child support are not deadbeat dads. That's why they get taken for child support.
Exactly.
Because if they was a deadbeat dad, you wouldn't be able to find them. You wouldn't know where they was at, and you wouldn't be able to put them on child support. But the fact that you know where they're at, you know how to get in contact with them, you know, that means that they're not deadbeat dads. They actually want to and do take care of their children. That's what the issue is.
And see, this another thing. I don't understand, because the application, when I did the food stamp situation, I never forget, because I was like, oh, they asking too much of my business. It was asking, do you want health insurance? Do you want benefits? Do you want cash? And then they was asking too much of the father's business. And all I needed was food stamp. I was what, 21, 22 years old at the time, on 17th and Erie. I'll never forget, in Philly, 17th and Erie. And I needed food because I was, 2 jobs and then, whatever. But I'm not going to imply. And I was like, oh, no. And then, you know what I learned when I got the food stamps? You get emergency food stamps. So I got that. My baby was what, maybe 3 or 4. He got emergency food stamps. And then 6 months, which turns into like the next day, they asked me for your business again. I said, never again. I would never do that. No food stamps, no welfare for me. They too much in your business. Too much.
Because they give you money and the money ain't free. Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick.
More than the wealthy.
No doubt. That's a fact. That's a fact. If your son needs his father more than welfare. Hold on. Empress Carmen said, just because you know where a ninja at don't mean he take care of his kids. That's true. At the same time, what I'm saying is, by and large, most women that put the father on child support, they're not deadbeat dads. They are actually fathers that take care of their children. That's how they know that the child support is going to work. Most of them. Now, Plain Jane and Batty said, I do not believe that. I believe you don't have any kids, Plain Jane and Batty. She said there are too many cases of non-payment by the dads. They run underground to avoid paying. Well, listen, if you do like my ex-wife did and try to be slick, and I didn't even know I was on child support, then there's that, right? And then number two, if you sit there and you try to use the child support system to extort money out of a man, yeah, hell no, he probably won't pay, or hell yeah, he'll probably do whatever he could do to not have to pay. My man D's Nut said, hey, sometimes the new dude be in their ear too, dirty macking on what you do and don't do. Oh, for real, he like that. Man, put that ninja on child support. I'll treat you better, face ass ninjas. Oh my God. Shout out to my man Abby Wardy. Peace. What's up, family? How you doing? Go ahead, Trinidad. What do you want to say?
So you said your ex-wife put you on child. You said something, but you was reading the chats. I'm losing it.
Okay.
You said your ex-wife put you on child support.
So what she did was when I left, because I left, right? When I left, she didn't think I was gonna leave the state. When she found out that I left the state and I left, she got mad and she put me on child support without me knowing. I had an insurance business, so they couldn't take the money out of my check because I was my own boss. And so when I got a regular job a couple of years later and they started taking money out my child support, that's how I found out that I was on child support.
Okay, now I understand. You know, when we were born, we got our social security number. It's a reason for that. But
yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
You left the state. How did you not know? You didn't get because you moved.
Yeah, she didn't have my new address in the new state. She just all they did was go to court, and then I wasn't notified of the court date, and then they implemented the child support, just went off for her word because I wasn't there.
Okay. And see that, and listen, Mr. Is, this breaks my heart. Because these females, and yes, I'm a female, ladies, but it breaks my heart where y'all think y'all could just have a baby, it don't work out with the man, and y'all just run to the court. Y'all make issues harder. Y'all make life harder for yourselves. Y'all think it's cute. It's not cute. Keep it between you and him. If you need assistance, okay, I have no problem with y'all going to the assistant office. But don't do that court stuff. Cause I'm telling you guys, they get up in your ass. Ooh, I'm sorry, but I had to say it. They get up in your business.
Wait, quick question. Corey said, I'm confused. If you needed food, why wasn't the man you was protecting not providing for his son?
Oh, Mr. Corey, come up. I could talk to you.
You can tell him from here. Because I got to get ready to go anyway to pick up my son. What's up, Winchild? You can answer.
No, Mr. Corey, I didn't need food. I just because I have family, so I didn't need food the way you wrote it. I didn't need food. However, I grew up like you have to stop. Like I got what 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 8 cases of water right here. My freezer is filled up. My refrigerator filled up. My deep freezer filled up. My son is not here now. I grew up like that. Like we have to have stock and toilet tissue, toothpaste, all that stuff. So you don't think my son's father? We have matching vehicles. So I don't understand your question. If you want to be sarcastic, we can play the game, Mr. Corey.
He wasn't trying to be sarcastic. He was.
Hold
on, Trinidad. Trinidad.
He's just having fun.
Hold on, Trinidad. Hold on for a second. I muted you. Hold on. He's not being sarcastic. What he's saying is that if you needed food, like he talking about back then, if you needed food back then, he didn't understand why your father, the father of the child, didn't supply that. But anyway, it's all good. Yo, Tommy B, what's up, man? What's good, fam?
What's up?
Hold on real quick. Trinidad. Hold on real quick.
Who is this person?
Hold on, it's Tommy B. Hold on. See, you doing too much. You're doing too much. Go ahead, Tommy B. What's good, family?
Yeah, I mean, my situation was kind of simple. I just kind of explained, you know, you put me on the papers and you won't get a cent over what them people tell me to pay. And in my situation, that would be an L for my BM. So it was their choice. You know what I'm saying? Because I got my kids 50-50. So you ain't about to get the bag you looking for. So, and the situation I'm in right now, they call me whenever, if they need to borrow some money, if they need some money, whatever. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll shoot it to them, so there's no problem. But nah, you put them people in my business, you're going to get exactly what they tell me to give. I don't give a fuck what the fuck going on. Don't ask me for shit over what they tell me to give you. This is what it is. And I ain't had to deal with it.
No doubt.
I agree with you, Mr. Tommy.
Hold on. Upward BM said men don't sign a birth certificate until I get DNA. If you do, child support don't need you to show up. Yeah. But see, my case was I was married to her, so we had got divorced, and so she went. You know what I'm saying? We were married, so I was on my children's birth certificates. Shout out to Lord Jefferson. Was you supporting her before she put you? Yeah. I was paying, but we was living together. But yeah, I was paying. What's up? No cap 22. See, my situation was, let me just tell you, my situation was I never wanted to be a father that was outside of my children's life. So even after we got divorced, we had got back together after we got divorced. We didn't get married again, but we was living together and I was taking care of my kids while we was living together. So that's what that was. Hey, no cap 22 said LMAO is I was loved until that unnecessary child support came. Shout out to you, man.
You just said it. You was taking care of your children regardless. Y'all got a divorce. Y'all moved back together. I guess y'all remade up, and y'all moved back together. But you still was taking your kids. So what was the reason? That should have been a you and her thing. What was the reason?
Of course, because she wanted to control the situation and she wanted to be bitter. So she was trying to punish me, basically.
Scorn. You telling me scorn? That's what I hear. Scorn.
Right.
Okay. I'm just okay.
That's another thing about my situation too, is I'm so active with my kids that if they even did that, it could be described as nothing but being scorned anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
That's the type of situation. She tried to mask it. She tried to mask it as well. Well, since you left the state, I didn't know what she was gonna do, but I've been doing the same thing the whole time. So she knew, but she tried to mask it as that. Well, since you left the state, but I had no other choice because you sitting there lying on me and sitting there trying to use the police to try to control me. So that's crazy. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Is. So you had police involved in your situation?
Say that again. Keep breaking out real bad. What'd you say?
Did you? This is a new mic. I tried my best to do it.
You got probably.
Did you have? Okay. Did you have police involved in your situation?
Yeah. Yeah, you probably missed it. What she did was when we had a disagreement, and she wanted me to do certain things. What she would do is she would threaten to tell the police that I threatened to delete her. And that and back then, that was like almost 20 years ago. That was like serious. Any domestic anything, they would keep you out the house for like 48 hours, no matter what. So that's what it was.
But to be respectfully, you and her, y'all the adults. So I'm gonna say goodbye to y'all. It's about the children. If you said you was doing your thing, you taking care of the children. Why? Because she was a woman scorned. That's what I'm hearing.
Right. Hey, what's up?
That's what I'm hearing.
Hey, Trinidad T got to get a new mic or a new Wi-Fi for this. It's probably her Wi-Fi because she got a new mic. It's coming in clear, but when she move a certain type of way, it start choppy and screwy. So it's probably her Wi-Fi. It's where she's at in the house. Hey, no cap 22 said keep raising your seed to be honorable just like you. Shout out to you. Yo, but listen, this is the thing. My son now is you know what I'm saying? His mother don't do that. His mother don't do that. So that's good. These children I was going through this before was like they're 20s. They're in their 20s now. So it's much different. They're grown. They're grown now. That's when they was younger.
Miss Sands, I want to give you your credit. You awesome. You awesome. And I know you're gonna teach your little son. How old is he? I think you said he was 10. I know
Yes.
you're gonna teach him how to dress, stay fresh and dress. Okay.
Yeah,
So do your thing, Mrs. Do your
fresh.
thing.
Yeah, he stay fresh.
Yeah.
His mama,
Yeah.
in all fairness, his mama do a really good job of keeping him real fresh and clean.
Right. Teamwork making dream work. Yes. Yes.
Jay Jermaine said, I like Trinidad, but she sounds like she be tipping when she speaks.
What do you mean by
you mean tipsy? You mean like tipsy? Is that what you mean?
Oh no, yeah. Today my day off, so I got my little wine.
Okay, so speaking of, what's your last words? I appreciate you opening up the pen. I gotta get ready to go pick up my son. You know what I'm saying? I usually leave around this time, about 2:20, 3:20, whatever y'all time. What's your last words that you want to say, Trinidad?
No, I appreciate your channel. Thank you for having me as always. And I don't know what else to say. I like your background. Hi, Mr. Tommy B. That's it.
What's
and
up,
it was
Trinidad?
a good conversation. How you
Thank
guys?
Appreciate
it was a good conversation. I'ma leave.
Appreciate
All right.
you. Be safe. Yo, Tommy B, what's good? What's good? What's your last words? Good, brother.
Yeah, I was just gonna say on that earlier situation, bro. Like, you know, it's certain things in my life that's just gonna be just automatic. I'm probably just gonna be up out of here. And one of them, that situation right there in particular is nuts. I mean, I have this thing where I even tell people that, you know, can even make that type of phone call to me. Because I'm automatically in them situations thinking strategically. So first of all, don't text me shit. Do not text me nothing. If you make that phone call, it's probably going to be real short. I don't want no details or nothing. Just let me know what's up so I can come there. But that's how my brain automatically thinks when shit like that goes on. Is we not trying to get nothing else involved, yada, yada, yada. Because I know if it's that serious, I know where it can possibly go. So that's why I said, bro, that's probably going to be an automatic crash out. And if I'm in that mode, I'm definitely not calling police. That's out. That's out. And I'm gonna try to keep it to a minimum. Who even know what actually happened?
Right.
Then there's no trail to to a suspect. But that's insane to hear though, bro. I feel sorry for Dog, and I hope he get through that because that's insane to hear. But good show though, Dog. I get it with you tomorrow.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming through, Tommy B. Hey, shout out to Trinidad T and my man Tommy B. I think that rhymes a little bit. Jermaine said tipping on fofos. Shout out to no paper trail. Yo, shout out to y'all, man, coming through. Thank you to everybody that hit the Cash App, everybody that hit the super chat, man. Thank y'all so much. My man Ramella 747. Thank you. Jim Rat 08. Thank you. Shiesty Bum. Thank you multiple times. Thank you multiple times. I appreciate you, Shiesty Bum. Shout out to my Super Mayor. Thank you multiple times. I appreciate you, Super Mayor. And my man, Lord Jefferson, said, damn. Yep. Shout out to Jay Jermaine multiple times. Thank you to T. Appreciate you. To Cajun Dartfire. Appreciate you, Ron Mack. Thank you very much. Stanley D. Rock the Block. Thank you. And AD. Thank y'all so much for hitting the super chat and hitting the Cash App. I really, really appreciate you. She said, I will continue to tell women to protect themselves and their children. The father needs to pay. Well, listen, you can tell women whatever you want to tell women, but that's bad advice. It really, the truth of the matter is both of y'all should be able to work together as adults. Y'all was able to come together and have them kids as adults, right? So y'all should be able to work with each other to take care of those children as adults. That's really the truth of the matter. Women should not be extorting men through child support, and men should not be abusing women, and women should not be abusing men. We have to learn how to work together, how to converse with each other, how to take care of each other, and how to build. That's the only way we're going to get back to a better community and a better day. Okay. Well, I'm praying that y'all learned something today. I'm praying for my homeboy and for his daughter. I hope this wasn't too triggering. At the same time, I hope you did learn something from it. And, if you like plain Jane Batty, who has the same opinion still, it is what it is. It is what it is. Shout out to Miss M. She said, facts, amen. My man Abby Woody paid over $30K in child support and still standing. Shout out to you. Shout out to Key Renee. She said, Izzy, enjoyed. Have a great one. You have a great one as well. Appreciate you as well. Shout out to Classic Creole. She said, great show. Thank you. Trinidad. So Mike Jones, y'all crazy. Yo, love, peace, peace. And we out this mother fudge. Man, shark. Y'all already know what it is. We out.
Yo, I'm out, cuz. These conditions are weighing heavy on my mind, man. I need a break from it. Got my bags packed, got my itinerary, I'm gone. I finally had a good dream till shots woke me out of my sleep. In case you're wondering exactly what provoked me to leave, that was the last straw, cause I ain't sleep well for years. Paranoid, heat hell for years. So I gotta move on from this poverty-stricken maze. Rats in the cage, killed for cheese that's strategically placed. Crack holes with dope fiends, keep polluting their veins. And my mind is telling me that I'm a part of the blame. How can I proudly wear a chain with shame attached to it? No, I can't take it off, I'm attached to it like the ghetto's pain. I'm like, when did I get that foolish? That question crossed my mind as I watched the ass moving for a piece of change. Till it's back to the block, my Glock rattling shook niggas, I crack them apart. I took vengeance till it blackened my heart. Knowing vengeance is yours, Lord, so please take me out of the dark. So baby, I'm gone, you know that I'ma always love my hood. And I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, I'm gone, you know that I'ma always love my hood. And I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, I seen kids clip while on a little trip to the store. Who would think a trip for eggs would be a trip to the mall? Crawl on memorials are covering the bricks on the.
Yo, thank you to my man Jay Jermaine for being sponsor of the show. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate you being sponsor of the show. Salute. We out.
This is common when you're living with conditions of poor. With poor liquor, let it spill on the floor. The more niggas we lost, I'm gone, niggas. You're never gonna see me no more. I love you dearly, but the hood is like a lost effort. Nobody cared before, drastic got to go measures. Saw him leaving forever to find a life a little more better than yours. I can't stick around to witness how far do we fall. I stood on corner, spring, summer, and fall. Went to position in the semi, of course. Any liqueur send me. I'm on a quest for more millies in my repertoire. Forgive me, but I gotta take off. I'm sick and I go on from niggas to gods. Really the hood's in me, but baby, I'm gone. So baby, I'm gone. You know that I'ma always love my hood. And I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, I'm gone. You know that I'ma always love my hood. And I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, forget my vet and can't abandon my home. Though I'm impatient with our situation, I won't leave you standing alone. Stand on my shoulders if you need me, I can carry the globe. Overdoses in the hood, fiends slamming they arms. Some of us made it out the hood, good at slamming the ball. Others stand in front of cams to perform for all y'all who chose abandoning laws to make it. I wore the same shoes on the corner slinging the day shift. So I'm back, needed a vacation from the monotony of poverty blocks I hated. So I'm riding for my G's who play the bench on the daily spit flames until the yellow tape layers the fence. When the boys come, we don't run, we wait for them and say it's defense. Till we're finally arraigned and we're pinched, hanged and lynched with razor blades, marking down the days on the wall. But if the bell comes, baby, I'm gone. So baby, I'm gone. You know that I'ma always love my hood, and I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, I'm gone. You know that I'ma always love my hood.